Poof. And there we are. Alrighty, so today we're going to be doing all of the maps, starting with probably Tanglewood, in a row. And that's it. We're gonna just chill. It's not gonna be a speed run. It's not gonna be all too crazy. It's just gonna be chill, doing every map once, and then we'll put an end to it. Like, not an end to the stream maybe, but like an outro for the YouTube. And then we might continue with something else. But yeah, let's start with Tanglewood, shall we? Let's find it. Oh, instantly! Wow, it is meant to be. Alright, well then, hi YouTube. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna play every map. There will be timestamps in the bottom. Wait, I'm still in the wrong setup, I think. I should go over here. Alright, we're gonna move our faces over there. Chat's gonna move over to this spot, and the alert box will be on my face. Wait, we'll be over there. Alright, it's gonna go over there. Alert box will be visible again. Alright, so we are going to be playing every single map in a row, starting with Tanglewood. It's not gonna be a speed run. It's just gonna be, I will include some tips, some professional gameplay, if you will. So if you want to learn something, or if you just want to chill with a nice long Phasmophobia video, seeing every map, you can check them out. There's going to be timestamps at the bottom here. You can just skip to the map you want to see, and you can check it from there. So yeah, let's add all our items. Okay, before you ask this question, since I'm totally going to get this question, how am I adding items so fast? I use an auto clicker. It is a Razer Synapse, which is a mouse program that helps you with like Razer products. And it has a macro system. It has a macro system, and I have a macro system that just spams the click button. So if you want to do that yourself, and you have a Razer mouse, you could do it there. I think Logitech probably has something similar. There's also auto clickers online. I don't know anything about those. I've never used any of them, so I don't know. But that's what I use, just so you know. Before we get that question 100 times. What mouse do I have? I have a Naga Trinity. Razer Naga Trinity. Alright, starting with the first map, Tanglewood. Now, Tanglewood is the smallest map in the game. It is one of the favorite maps of people, if I look at the stats. I love it. It is very fun to just chill and do a couple Tanglewoods really fast. We got ourselves a Karen at the start. What a start of the run. Okay, so what you look out for is the second objective should not be dirty water, because the second objective is actually the most important. In this case, it's crucifix, which means that this might be a long one, but hey, we're gonna check it out anyway. I forgot, you should also listen to what the dude says at the beginning, like if it's an aggressive ghost or not. I don't actually listen to it. Well, you might have listened, and then you know more than I do right now. Or maybe Chad remembers. Did he say aggressive? Maybe. Alright, so I always start with okay. I heard something fall, by the way, in case you're curious what I'm doing. Wait, where was that? Here? Over there. This door. Right? Give us a sign. This is gonna be cold. Anything below 12 is... anything below 13 is where the ghost room is. You can also flush toilets like this. Only if their lid is closed, though. I think it's over here. Unless I heard it through the wall, which could also happen. Maybe it's this room. Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright. This is very active. What the fuck? So, okay, right there, and this is count. Okay, so this bear got thrown on the floor. I took a photo of that. Because you get a interaction photo for objects that are thrown around, the phones that ring. Okay, I wanted to check this. The ghost was trying to prevent me. This is one of the Luigi board spots, or Ouija boards, which is actually a good photo to take. You can set it up straight like that. You can take a photo, which will count as Luigi board. And then you can ask it where it is. From that point on, if you are on a bigger map, it's a really good idea to just ask that and find the room instantly. But on Tanglewood, it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna drop our stuff here. It already turned off the breaker. What a dick. So that's also important information to note. Let's look at the board. I don't see any 4 activity spikes, so maybe not EMF. We'll see. I always kind of tend to take a camera, book, and fingerprints to check for those. So the reason why I dropped my flashlight is fairly obvious, because if I do that, then I have 3 item slots that I can take items back with instead of 2. So I can take an extra evidence item every single time I do that, which is... I mean, now it's very dark because it's also... Oh! That's not very good. Fingerprints. Alright, well, let's go find the... Oh, God. Okay. Well, so far for chill. Jesus. That's a breaker spot. I'm just trying to find the breaker to turn it back on. Also looking for the bone is a good idea. There's always a boner on every... Bone. Let's be PG-13 here. There's also always a bone on every single map, so if you can... Like a map that is somewhat smaller, you can always try and find it. On the bigger maps, this might just honestly be a poltergeist. It's doing so many things. This is just an active poltergeist. Let's check down here for the bone. It is throwing so many things. There's also a spot over here for the board. I don't see a bone. Sir Thunderbolt, thank you for the 2 months. Now we're super high level, yeah, exactly. Where's this bone? Did I miss any room? Let's see. Can't be anywhere. I kind of want to find that first so you don't forget it. It can be very sneaky. It can be like under the carpet here. It can even be in bathtubs sometimes. Huh. It's a very sneaky one, I gotta say. Car bedroom? Maybe. Maybe in the closets? Or is it actually in this very room? Okay, we haven't had writing yet. Let's go check for orbs. If we get orbs, then it's instantly a poltergeist, which I have a feeling maybe. Let's just see. Do a whole stream where I don't swear once. Very unlikely. What's my sanity? My sanity is pretty low. Or it's gonna be orbs. So we have fingerprints evidence, and I don't think I saw freezing. Yeah, okay. So this is the only combination of evidence you can have that gives you only one option. So it's a poltergeist. Now this was fairly obvious because it was throwing a lot of stuff around, like so much stuff. That is a poltergeist, but hey. We're gonna ask him how old he is anyway. We still need to do smudge sticks and crucifix. Now, dirty water in the sink, you can basically always just ignore. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. There's not much you can do to it. It's just... it's out of your control. But maybe it'll give it to us. Who knows? Now, this is actually a perfect setup for this. We're gonna have a great time here. Because you're gonna drop this. And this. So I just spread it around in the room so we get... also, the bunny. Okay, the bunny's still there. Never mind. Let's ask how old it is and stuff. How old are you? Adult. Where are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Are you friendly? You really gotta turn off the breaker again? You can actually take a photo of the breaker. Oh, this guy really wants the breaker off. Also, we still need to find the boner. I forgot. Let's just find that first. Our sanity dropping is a good thing because we need the crucifix, which for the crucifix to work... oh, that's the sneakiest sneaky boner I have ever seen in my gosh darn life. Holy. See the tip? Oh my goodness. I'm taking a photo of that shit. Just the tip. Okay, guys. Okay, chat. Okay. That is so hidden. Crazy Ches. Alright, here we go. And it's still gonna count. Bone, right there, and then you pick it up. So take a photo first, then pick it up. That's the best way to get the most money. We're turning on the breaker again. I kind of want a ghost photo, so let's talk to this guy a little bit, see if we can get him to spawn. It's Karen. It's the first name. So yeah. Get an E. How old are you? There you go. Can you show yourself? Karen, are you here? Manifest yourself. Come on. Can you give us a sign? Alright, I'll just set it up straight there. Oh god, that's so many items at once. That's like a that's the classic. Fingerprints, alright, well, let's take another one of the interaction of that item throw. You can actually take multiple photos of the item throw if it's a poltergeist, and it throws a bunch of items. You can take multiple photos of every single throw, but you have to do it fast. But yeah, as I said, this is not... Look at that spike, though. That is just item throws on top of each other. Alrighty. We're gonna take another one of this. We're gonna take a smudge stick because we need to do that. What is our sanity? It dropped to 60 off of that. Now, that's not a problem because we needed to hunt anyway, so... For the crucifix. Let's just smudge this guy. Ooh, we turned on the light. That's really good because then we get a... Okay, man. This guy. Or girl, I guess. Alright, we got fingerprints over there. We probably got fingerprints on this. So it's important to... I'm actually gonna just... I could have gotten a ghost photo there, but... Holy shit, this ghost is crazy. Hell. That didn't count as interaction? I am so mad. Usually that works. Sometimes it doesn't recently. I don't know why it sometimes breaks. So we're getting fingerprints here. That was an unfortunate photo that missed. It was an unfortunate mishap, but it's fine. We are already happy if we can just escape. Did it touch this? I can just take another photo of the board. So if you just ask the board a question, this is a really good way to get interaction photos. If you just say, how old are you? And then take a photo, it'll count as an interaction photo. So our sanity is really low right now, which means that we can easily get the crucifix to work. Holy hackaroni, the sky. So let's turn on the light. So you want to have a light on? What is this guy, man? Okay, I'm out of here. We just used a crucifix, I think. Yep, alright, bye. Thought this was gonna be chill. Holy shit. I thought this was gonna be a chill, play every map in a row kind of thing, but not so much. Alright, well, we got ourselves a crucifix. Now, I hope you forgive me for not exploring Tanglewood even more. If you want to loop in Tanglewood, you can loop. If you want to hide in this locker over here. You can just run into it, and basically, even if you're being chased by a ghost, as soon as you close this door and hide there, you're already safe. Man, this Karen. That was a Karen, alright. If you want to loop, you can, and the ghost is in one of these rooms, or in the basement, you can stand over here in the kitchen island. You can get the ghost to follow you, and then turn it around, and then go into the car bedroom. Now that's... Alright. Where the car sleep. And then you can loop it around the car. The ghosts recently have seen really stupid, where they don't follow you into the car bedroom. I'm gonna call it that. I don't know why. You can basically be safe here. There's also lockers here. I wouldn't recommend hiding in the lockers because you can still die in them. And if you're in this position anyway, you're already safe. I have anything besides Revenant, of course. Revenant, this does not apply. Revenant, hide. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Don't loop a Revenant. PSA. But yeah, that's Tanglewood for you. I hope you, I really like Tanglewood. Tanglewood is like, high. We should make a tier list of maps, but Tanglewood is like really fun. Because it has everything. It has a nice basement that's creepy. It has the dolls, which giggled like twice this run. This run was like crazy. Almost want to just highlight this separately, but what the heck? Alright, well, let's go. We got ourselves Poltergeist in the book. Now, which you don't actually have to put in all the evidence. You can just put in Poltergeist in this case. Well, it's also the only option. But as long as you just have the correct ghost type here, it'll count. So you don't have to have the correct... all the evidence in there. So yeah. Whew. That was a good start. There you go. We got ourselves a Poltergeist. We missed the second objective. The maximum for photos is 40. We got 30 because we missed one photo, but that's okay. 220 still. You get insurance, by the way, because it's solo. Solo runs, you get insurance if you get the ghost correct, I think. You just always get it, kind of, on solo play. So, yeah. Don't pay attention to that. We're at level 1616. That's kind of cool. Well, let's continue. This has been really fun. Alright, first run. Nice. Well, that was cool. Let's get ourselves a Ridgeview, shall we? Or like Grafton or Bleasdale? Something like that? Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for Grafton? Here, let's do a Grafton. Alright. So Grafton is, according to the statistics, I can put, well, the questionnaire that's in the description. One of the questions is, what's your favorite map? And Grafton is the lowest one. Now, I think Grafton is quite underrated. Recently, a video has been released of me basically praising Grafton for being a really cool map. It has really cool ghosts sometimes, and the looping spots in Grafton are top-notch. Really fun. I really like Grafton for its loops. I think it's the best map in terms of looping. You have a lot of freedom how you loop. It is safe loops, fun loops, hype, it's like general hype loops. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep taking the good stuff to begin with. Susan Thomas. A lot of people take a photo of this, of the possible ghost sighting. That's good to remember. A lot of people take a photo of the objective board. I really don't like to do that. Just remember the name. If you're playing in a team, it's really important to know if it's alone or not. And then the objectives, just... You can come back a couple times and see those. But yeah, in this case, motion sensors, really good. Salt, ghost event. These are all good. We can all do all of them. And the name. Susan is the most important part. I don't even know if Thomas matters. Susan, in this case, alone doesn't matter because we're already alone. So let's go. You can check where the breaker is. It's in the like little storage area where the mannequin is. I think. No, it's at the back room of the bedroom here with the bathroom and the back room. Okay. Alrighty, let's go. Possible ghost sighting. Ghost in there. Alright, Susan. I always forget, so reminding yourself. Now, if you want to be a bit optimal, you can turn on some lights as you enter houses. It's a good idea to preserve your sanity. You can also carry a candle around if you want, but... I go in here to take a photo of this. This is interaction. This doll here gives you an interaction photo. These are why the farmhouses are special. You can get... On Grafton, you can get 2 photos. On Bleasdale, you can get 3 photos for free. This is where the breaker is. There you go. So that's pretty cool. I'm checking for the boner, and also keep your eye on the thermo. Real Katie, thank you for the 2 months. And did I miss anything else? Nick and Tito Del Scorcho. I heard a footstep. No tire. Thank you guys for the prime timers. What's that in the? So keep your eyes out. Your ears are your most. This is why the paramic, in my opinion, is just completely useless. Oh. Okay then. What is happening? Is this gonna be just crazy nuts? This entire video is just gonna be a one ginormous highlight? Really? I mean, I'm down, but still, my heart is not. Alright, picture of the boner, let's go. Whew. Oh, that's a good start. That's a good start. Getting the ghost photo that early? I don't even know what's going on right here. It's in the kitchen for sure, right? Oh, it's not dropping temps fast. That means it's probably not a temperature ghost. That's another thing to look out for. If your temperatures drop fast, like if you have just entered the house and you already find a room that's like 10 degrees or like under 10 degrees, you're very likely to have found a freezing ghost. I'm just gonna leave my stuff here. Again, leaving all the things, even my flashlight, because I can make it here easily without a flashlight, and I can take another tool with me. But yeah, let's see. This guy is not okay. Let's see if we got ourselves... I don't know if that's an EMF. It is the height of an EMF, but it might have just been that ghost event we just had. Now, ghost events are sometimes fake EMF 5 spikes. If you're not knowledgeable about this, by the way, reading the chart, you should check out the EMF guide that we made. It has basically everything you need to know about this and how to detect EMF 5 without even being in the house. It's really good. It's like... I love this trick. It's like my favorite thing. And it... okay, motion sensor salt we need to take. Well, we already got the ghost event. That's pretty good. I don't see any high spikes there. Alrighty. Yeah, we're just gonna run by every map. We're gonna explain things about the map. Oh, turned off this light, I think. That's pretty good. We can check fingerprints on that. It's a roamy ghost. That's good to know. Like, those are the things you look out for. Does it roam? Does it stay into its room? Also, this is amazingly hilarious. It's Doge. I love this magazine. Do we got ourselves some fingerprints on the light switch that was turned off? I think we do. Okay. Well, that brings us 1 out of 3. I don't like that. So, Revenant is writing fingerprints and EMF. That is the most important combo you should know. As long as Revenant is possible, you are not safe to hide. Or to loop. You gotta be safe. I place the UV, usually. Okay. Shining on the book, because you can easier see it when you turn off the... Like, a flashlight on the book is actually hard to see sometimes if there's writing on it. The UV is really nice on the eyes. Man, this ghost. I'm gonna take a photo of the fingerprints, and I'm gonna turn off this light so I can get the Orbeez. Man, this ghost is already roaming and stuff. I don't know if it moved, but we're gonna take a picture of this. I don't like this ghost. Alrighty. Is that an EMF 4? That's a 3. Alright, please tell me orbs. You see how easy you can see that book? If there was writing in that, we could see that like 100,000,000%. Okay, I don't see anything. But it might be moved to a different room. So it's also not very active right now. We're gonna take this. I don't generally take an EMF in there because the chart is just better than the EMF, honestly. We're gonna take salt and a motion sensor. Because of the objectives. What's my sanity? My sanity is 70. That's a little spooky with how active this ghost has been. And I don't even know if it's not a Revenant yet. So I am going to take a pill. I do not want to die. I should also take a photo cam, honestly. How old are you? Where are you? Next. Oh, that's good. It scared the shit out of me, but it's really good. It's a spirit, wraith, or poltergeist. Okay, it might just be a spirit then. Where are you? Is he in this room or this room? Where are you? I think it's in the other room. Okay, let's just get ourselves... Yikes. Ding! Yeah, he's definitely moving around here. I'm gonna place that over there. I'm gonna place salt in this room, 1 piece of salt in that room, 1 piece of salt in this room, and the other piece I'll just save up. I want my flashlight. Also, it's definitely throwing stuff around in here. Yeah, that plate is not supposed to be, and that's not supposed to happen. We're gonna go over there. It's just... yeah, it's more here than there. Alright, we're dropping this on the table. I'm dropping this. So I dropped this, like, straight down so I can see it on the cam better. We're gonna bring the camera over here because it's definitely in this room and not in the other one. And bring the UV as well. It's most likely not a wraith, because that would have given us fingerprints earlier. Is it touching the windows here? Yeah, okay, it's definitely. Okay then. Okay then. What the hell, man? It stepped in the salt. Oh shit! I should check for fingerprints. Well, footprints. What am I doing? Well, it's not a wraith. Nah, it's not a wraith. Okay. So check for footprints if wraith is an option, so you can eliminate that. So a wraith can still step in the salt, but the wraith cannot leave the footprints, the green footprints. A wraith can even make the footsteps noise. Like a wraith can do the stomp, stomp, stomp noise. I've had that happen. So don't just blindly go off of that. Do we have another poltergeist? Wait, can it even be? It can't be a poltergeist. Wait, what am I saying? It can be a poltergeist, yeah. Spirit. Okay, so we're gonna bring in the other book because I don't see any orbs right now. I'm gonna bring in another book because 2 books give you more chances to get it can't be EMF, by the way. More chances to get writing, so we're gonna take that, and our sanity is dropping because of the ghost event. I kind of want to take another camera because I want to have some more vision in here. Alrighty, what do we got here? I'm gonna place this one over here so it looks into that corner that the cam doesn't see. There might be Orbeez there, who knows? And we're gonna drop this book over here. You kind of want to spread them out a little bit. I'm just gonna place it like that. Ooh. Usually when you hear a light toggle, that means there's a ghost going on somewhere. Let's just start taking fingerprints photos. So we got that one. There's not on that. This window has one. Okay, this window does not. So we're gonna stand in front of this one, take a photo. You gotta be careful not to take accidental photos of different fingerprints you don't even want it to take. Alright, we got fingerprints. Let's see, what else do we got? This door, maybe? Yep. So this photo, if I took this photo like this and it didn't already take the photo back there, I could actually have taken that fingerprint photo while aiming straight at this door. Sometimes that happens, it's really confusing. Oh, nice. There's so many fingerprints, this is crazy. Alright, so... Man, this is like almost perfect. Wow. I am gonna look for the board now. To try and get the perfect game, basically. Because the board is really good for money in terms of photos. Photo money. So we'll leave that guy to maybe touch the book if he wants to. And we're gonna try and find the board. The board can be back here. I'm pretty sure. I am not 100%. All my board knowledge, like the locations, is completely based off of just personal experience. There's maps out there that contain all the board spots. I will put the link to that. I hope I remember. Otherwise, please let me know in the comments because I read every comment, so I'll add it to the description if I forgot. There's a link to all of the maps. With like location info, like where are the boards, where can be the breaker, where can be anything, just so, like, let me know if I forgot that. Let's see. I don't think we got a board this time, which is not bad. It's like only a 30% chance to get it, so. Hey, so Yui, what's up? I love aggressive ghosts. They make me cry, but I love them. Alright, I feel like this must be a poltergeist then, if it's really not showing anything else. If it's really not showing the writing. But let's see. I'm gonna turn this off and we're gonna go back into the truck. Well, let's shine that at the book. How's the game's been crazy? We have 2 games in a row where the ghost showed itself like instantly and a lot. Alright. Yeah, this is by no means a speed run, so let's see. So we see orbs over the... It might be writing anyway. Like, sometimes the writing is so delayed. Look at that creepy mannequin in the background. I don't know why. See, if you have no light shining on it, it becomes really hard to see it when the green light is on. And then when the green light is off, you can also barely see it. Yeah, I can see it though. I don't see anything. If we had the board, we could try a little cool trick, but we could try some no evidence tricks, but I don't see it right now. Let's just be in there a little bit. We're gonna grab ourselves 2 crucifixes. This is kind of a tough one. Maybe they're outside Orbeez. Maybe they're outside Orbeez, actually. Let's check that. Sometimes Orbeez spawn out of bounds. So we're gonna place this cam over here. I don't know why it does this, but it just happens. I'm gonna go into this corner. This is actually an important thing to remember, in case you never do this. Is there anything? Okay, here we go. We're gonna place this over here because the room is right there. I'll look at it from the outside. Let's see if we see orbs that way. There can be outside orbs, especially in maps like Tanglewood if you have the boys' room. Let's see. I should have rotated it a little bit to the right, but I don't see anything. This is fun, also. I like having these. Like, you have such a creative view now all of a sudden on the house. Like, I've never really looked at it this way before. Do we have writing yet? You don't have to... Yeah, we got writing. Okay. It's really hard to see, but I'll show you. Okay, so it is a spirit. I'll actually just take that photo. We're done with our objective, so we're kind of done. You want to fill out the book every time for the max photo. If you don't, like, if you technically want to be optimal, you don't have to. You can just rush in and out. And finish objective 2 and the find the bone. And that's about all you need. So you see the writing right there. We're gonna take a photo of the writing. You can even take the... Let's take the writing. No, we're gonna say bye to this ghost. I do not want to be here any longer. This ghost is crazy. You can even take the writing and just basically take the photo anywhere. It is bound to the book, not to the location, as far as I know. Well, we're gonna put that to the test right now, I'm pretty sure, though. And before, yeah, there you go. So you can even take it in the truck if you want to. If you don't have a photo cam, you can take this back with you. But yeah, that's about Grafton. Let's run over the map again. So there's breaker spot over there, breaker spot over there, in the like mannequin storage area. Oh, I didn't even check. Oh, I did check for the board there. The board can also be there on top of the table. What else do we got? We got a breaker spot in the storage room. In terms of looping, you have the table here, which is a really short loop. It's kind of scary, but it links with this super cool loop. The loop around the the wall here. It's a cool loop. Then you have the loop of the couch over here. You have the loop of the kitchen island, which is like the safest one, I guess. Especially if you link it like this. If you go like this, like that's such a safe loop because you always have like kind of vision on the ghost. I mean, you can even do it like this for ultimate safety. You can loop it. You can wait over here. If it comes, you loop it like that. Or you can do like this even. Wait over here, see if it comes, loop it like that. Just like, you want to keep vision on the ghost, because if you make like crazy maneuvers, you might like mind game yourself. You might double back on top of the ghost, and like you might mess yourself up. There's no lockers on there's no like safe hiding spot, maybe under the stairs or something, but I never use like safe spots. But there's no like lockers on Grafton, which makes it one of the scarier maps against the Revenant. So, yeah. Just FYI. The hardest spot to get a ghost in this house is definitely the, like, open area here in the middle. And sometimes that even extends to the bottom. You can also have a massive ghost in the living room area. That's pretty hard too. Storage ghosts can be difficult too. Basically, the larger the room, the harder the ghost. That's kind of like the rule of thumb. That's why Bleasdale Attic is so terrifying, on top of the fact that you can't really get fingerprints there. So yeah, just so you know. You want to stay downstairs, by the way, in case the ghost starts hunting, because you can loop it here. You can't loop it up. Well, you can loop it technically around this little part of the attic here, and then you can head back. But yeah, let's call it here. I hope I gave you some insight on the Grafton map. We did all the objectives. We have ourselves a spirit. We got a bunch of fingerprints photos, which are really good photos to take for money. The best photo is the ghost photo. Then it is the bone photo, then the board photo, which we didn't get in this map, then fingerprints, and after that interaction. You don't want to take dirty water and dead body photos. Those are the worst to take in terms of money. So let's go. Let's go. Susan. That was a cool ghost. That was a really good one. Mr. Chocolate, thank you for the tier 1. And Olive Meister, thank you for the prime time. Mr. Divas, thank you for the prime time. Thank you guys. Yeah, there you go. So we got 30. This is really unlucky. This should have like been a 70% 35 here, but hey, you don't win them all. Spirit 250 again. Like, you see how much this starts ticking? If you remember when you started this game and you had like no money and it was like, how do I get money? You can just sit down for a day and just grind maps solo if you got the balls for them. And you'll be like the one handing out the dollars in the team games with your friends. Like, if you just become good at solo games and just grind them out, you can really start carrying your friends in team games. It's a good one. All right, let's go ourselves to, maybe we can do high school or prison here. Prison? That early? That's high school maybe? Let's do ourselves prison. Why not? All right, so prison is the newest map. If you want to avoid spoilers still, there's people that still try to avoid spoilers for this map. You can skip past this one, but let's just go into it. I'm gonna throw in everything. Now, you don't absolutely not have to take everything. Especially head-mounted cams are completely useless in solo play, so don't take them. I sometimes take them anyway because I just spam click everything because I never die. Famous last words. Let's go. Yeah, what it says on the radio at the beginning is important, so let's listen for that this time.
Right. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. And remember to check the whiteboard for help. Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of
another one?
Looks like they left in
that is like the hardest. That is the most aggressive version you can have. So in this case, we'll have to take an EMF reader because it's EMF. It's the second objective. So in case I didn't mention it yet, first objective gives you 50 experience. Second objective gives you 120 experience, and the bone gives you 30 experience. This is on small maps. On bigger maps, the bone gives you 70. The first objective. Oh wait. So the max on a medium map is 250, and the max on a large map, which is only Asylum, is 300. Now we're most likely not going to find the bone here, which will. I think the bone is 60 experience. Yeah, the bone is 60 experience on a medium map and 90 experience on Asylum. Objective 2 is always 120, and objective 1 is 50, then 70, and then 90? Does that make sense? Yes, I think so. Yes. Yes. Sorry for that confusion. Alright, so we're gonna take our... On this map, you don't really have to take either of these items, honestly, because there's no free photos here. There's no, like, photos you can take of random objects to get free photos. So, honestly, you might even leave it here. I kind of like to take it, though, because if the ghost shows themselves immediately, you feel so bad if you don't have a photo cam around. So I'm gonna just take it with me just in case I get a good ghost. Did I grab the key? I hope I did. Yeah, okay. Susan, let's remember. We got ourselves Joseph Anderson. Alright, that's right. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Dex. Yeah, this is the day after my birthday, by the way, in case you're curious why people are congratulating me in chat sometimes. Was my birthday yesterday. We did a 12-hour stream, which I am going to upload to YouTube. After the video is done processing, which might take a literal year. So maybe it'll come out in 2022. You gotta really listen on this map. You can narrow your search space so much by just listening to a door open or a footstep. Thank you, guys. How many lights can you turn on in prison? Good question. On the bigger maps, on the medium map... You heard that door? I think that was downstairs, maybe in the entrance even. I was distracted though. On a map like this, you can turn on 9 lights, I'm pretty sure. So it's weird. On small maps, you can turn on 10 lights. On medium maps, you can turn on 9 lights. And on large maps, you can turn on 8 lights. Hey, Dist! Thank you. With a 5-month resub. How are you doing? Let's go. Yeah, of course. I heard I don't know why I'm checking this for temps. I'm kind of trying to find the boner, even though it's very unlikely, but yeah. Hope you're good, Dist. You can check the boner under this. To see if you have you can turn on 9 lights on this map. Medium map. I didn't check for the... You got ramen? Nice. I haven't had ramen in so long. I'm gonna go quickly check over here if the breaker's here. Oh wait, it's cold here. Whoa. I'm being very non-observant. Oh, it's freezing too. Anything below 3 degrees will be freezing? What? Okay, this is a weird ghost. Is it in this hallway? I've had like one time a David here, I think. Okay, that's an interesting ghost. This is gonna be a hard one. We need to find the light switch for this area. The breaker's not here. That would have been awesome. Having the breaker here right now on this when the ghost is right here, that would have been great, but hey. You can't win them all. Let's turn on, yeah, it's freezing now. Alrighty, we're gonna turn on this light, if it's over here. Is it in the control area, maybe? I don't even know where the light switch to this place is. Is it right here? Huh. Oh, it is. Alrighty, so we got ourselves a ghost right here, which is cool. I'm gonna leave my stuff here. I'm even gonna be crazy and leave my flashlight here. Now, not recommended if you're not exactly familiar or you made a path like that. We can actually make a path. We can walk our light path back. But even if the ghost will turn off the breaker right now, I would still be fine because I know the map. On bigger maps, I don't recommend dropping your flashlight. It can lead to a lot of pain. But if it is rewarding if you manage to do it though. Because if you get back to the truck, especially on a large run back like this, if you can have that extra inventory slot and take 1 extra item, it'll save you a couple runs back. How long has it been since my last death? I think we died once yesterday against a banshee, which was amazing. That's also a video on YouTube. That was really cool. That's the first time I have ever seen a banshee be literally on top of other ghosts, or on top of other people, and just ignoring them completely. Which is really cool to see. Oh, the breaker is right at the start, the entrance. I wanted to see that. Okay. We are going to take the classic setup. I'm gonna take this. Has it touched doors? I think it has. It's freezing though, so I'm gonna take this, and the book. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. I don't see any EMF activity, so let's go in. How many hours do I have? I have 386 hours in this game. Quite a bit. But, yeah, I love this game so much. Umbra Penumbra. Umbra Penumbra. I am sorry. Yeah, the only ghost that can hunt you at max sanity is a banshee. What do you think it'll be? This ghost? It made noises. Footsteps a lot. It's not turning off the breaker yet. We might have ourselves a demon here, I don't know. We'll see. The second piece of evidence really narrows it down. Like, you can do no evidence runs, don't get me wrong, but something like, you still need evidence. Like, ghosts just kind of behave, and sometimes they just want to be active, sometimes they don't want to be active. There's really, like, no such thing as, like, a pure no evidence run. You gotta at least rule out some ghosts somehow. In this case, we have freezing, of course. We're gonna... Okay, I thought it was hunting there. I was terrified. I'm gonna place it like this so I see as much of this as possible. And now let's turn off this light. Let's grab our flashlight first, though. We'll drop this here. Maybe it'll write in it instantly. Let's get ourselves a spirit box response, if it does it. I didn't check my sanity. These are some rookie mistakes. Sorry, guys. How old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? It can be in there, maybe. I don't know. It was 56? How old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Okay, let's just mute the spirit box. So you can mute the spirit box by picking it up with another item in your hand and then toggle over to it. Now it still works, but it's off. So that way you can still hear the footsteps and other noises. How old are you? Where are you? You need to use it close to the ghost. How old are you? You also need to have the light off, by the way. How old are you? Where are you? I think we can rule this out at this point. So I'm just gonna have this on the floor. It's throwing items right here. How old are you? Alright, I think it's not this. So let's go. We probably see orbs here. Let's get out of here. I kind of want to keep my flashlight because I have a feeling it might hunt, but we'll just wing it. Oh, my sanity was super high. You guys were just trying to meme me. Make me super spooked. I mean, it worked. Alright, we'll take some coffee back. Did I turn... I turned off the light, yeah, of course. Yeah, there was a time when fingerprints were bugged on this map, and there would always be fingerprints on the main doors entering the cell block A and B, but that's no longer the case. So something like a 4 evidence run shouldn't exist anymore. If you do get it, please bug report it. Because it's a very rare occasion. I've never had it, except when prison was bugged at the start. Yeah, tiny fingies were adorable. Alright, did we see orbs? I should have, honestly, I did a doozy here. I should have placed that up right, first of all, the book, so I could see it on the cam. And I should have detected again with the temperature where the ghost exactly is, because this is a hallway. The ghost shouldn't have his favorite room right here. Now, these kind of mistakes are not really that bad, because we're going to have to make our way back a couple times anyway. We still need to get all the objectives and other stuff, but hey. Good to notice those things. We're gonna bring back the EMF. We're gonna get ourselves fingerprints, maybe. And then kind of... What do we got here? This is fine. It can't be a Revenant because it's freezing, so we should be good anyway. I kind of want another camera, almost. Or we can take a motion sensor. Stick a motion sensor. Alright, well, let's go. There is a board potentially on every map. Like there's no houses that can't have a board. That's not a thing, but it's only like 30% chance to get it, so it's very rare to get it. Does anyone else find it funny when you're watching your monitor of me watching a monitor where I'm looking at the monitor for reviews? Epic. Is it a 50% chance? Oh, okay. I thought it was less. Sorry for that. I don't know if that... I just don't know. So I'm just gonna say it's not always there. That's as much as I know. The wiki says 50. Okay. Oh, it's touching doors. Nice. Let's drop the motion sensor immediately. I'm just gonna drop it over here right now. We'll move it again later, but I want my flashlight. Alright. Let's check for fingy, shall we? Don't know what it touched. Did it touch this? No. Fuzzizel, thank you for the... Get one. Alright, we got ourselves nothing. What are you doing? I want to turn on this light. I don't like that. Wow, we have these have been some tough ghosts. This is a really nice that they're hard, because then I can show some, like, in case you get a hard ghost, you can try to take away some of this. Because I feel like this is gonna be another tough one. This is a really tough area to have a ghost. I mean, it's not as hard as like a cafeteria ghost. Overall, this map is pretty tough because of the large rooms you can have. Alright. I don't see any fingerprints on these windows. I don't know which door it touched, but I don't see any fingies on any door, so... Is it freezing in here? You can check with your breath. I don't think it is, so that's good to know. So it's not in here. I can just grab my thermal, obviously, but still. There's a light switch here. This might pop the breaker, though. I don't know. I'm a little spooked. So I don't see any fingerprints anywhere. Now that doesn't mean there are no fingerprints, because it can sometimes just take a while, but I am inclined to say that there's not. Let's what else do we got? There's this EMF. Let's place that over here, so that if it throws that, we can get that. I'm gonna move the cam. We didn't see any orbs over here. And there's also a cam already there, by the way. That's nice on the larger map. Sometimes you have these situations where you already have a lot of really good cams. Let's see where the ghost exactly is. So we have freezing right here, pretty big freezing. We got freezing here too. A little, nah, it's still fine. We got ourselves big temperatures over there. We're gonna place this right there. Okay, it's stepping. Let's get that spirit box again. It's still working. How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? This is a tough one. How much today? I'm doing amazing. Can it be this? This is just part of the bigger area, I see. Alright, we're gonna check that cam and this cam and see for maybe... I'm expecting orbs, because that's like the only thing. You had... I think I checked temperatures over here, right? Wait, really? It's in the start of the infirmary? Not the back, right? I know I had... Yeah, what? You touched that door? No, it didn't. What the hell? There can be a board over here. I need to be really careful at this point. Like, if I get hunted right here, I'll have to either take a chance and hide, or hope that I can somehow outrun it this way. Like, this is a spooky place to have a ghost. I heard a door, though. Where? Which door? This is a really tough one. I heard it over here. Maybe it was that door. Let's check for fingies on that door again. And then I'm gonna just run. Yeah, I touched this door. This door is weirdly ajar. I don't think I would do that. So no fingies. I'm very much inclined to say no fingerprints. Now that's really important. You always gotta think, what can it be and what can't it be? That is very important. Often you overlook that at the start. I will drop my motion sensor over here, and then hopefully survive on my way back. Because the ghost is very active right now. And my sanity is really low. You saw it right there? It spawned right on top and then instantly disappeared. What the hell? Alright, I'm out of here. Did he turn off the lights? No, he did not. Okay. It has not messed with... It is kind of passive. If your light is still on, that is what I want. I want it to shine on the book. It's touching the door again. There's not really many items there. So if it's a poltergeist, it could be kind of frustrated. Oni is not an option. Oni is not freezing. Well, we're just gonna figure it out. We still have a lot of options. We don't have to jump to any conclusions yet. I should have placed the EMF on the door that it was touching a lot so we could get EMF, but hey, can't win them all. Oh, poltergeist is not freezing, sorry. What other ghost touches a lot of things? These are like the hunting ghosts, so I'm really surprised. When you get freezing, you often get ghosts that hunt fast. So I'm surprised that we haven't had that, because I feel like I'm in range to get hunted right now. Oh, okay. This right here is very likely to be EMF, so that's great. That is great. Because it's 4 increase, EMF starts at 1. This chart, oh, there we go, another one. Alright, perfect. So this is definitely EMF. You don't want to go off of just one, you want to see a couple of them. So, oh, it stepped on my motion sensor too? Yep. Did we get writing? No? Orbies? Maybe? Can it be orbs? Let's just check. So we got freezing and we got EMF. That makes it a phantom or a banshee, which means orbs or fingerprints. So, I think it's orbs. Yeah. Okay. So you see how fast it can turn right there? We returned to the truck. We had one piece of evidence. We were kind of lost. And all of a sudden, we turned a one piece of evidence game into a finished game. Because of the changing cam. So what is really important to keep in mind with your cameras is don't just keep your cameras in one place. If you have a bigger room, they still didn't fix the H key on the keyboard. There's still no H key, lol. If you have a bigger room, try to get as much coverage of it as possible. In this case, we also had another cam. This one, we could have checked this one for orbs as well, but in this case, our own placed cam, this one, helped us find the orbies. And the EMF here, again, this one, that one. So it starts at 1. Each notch on this chart means an EMF of 1 increase. Now, of course, if you have a lot of events happen at once, you can get a tower of EMF that is higher than 4. That does not mean EMF 4, especially during the cons and ghost events, you can get higher than 4. That doesn't mean it's EMF 5. Don't get this wrong. It has to be 1 spike. 1 spike of 4 is likely to be EMF 5. If you get a bunch of them, like, if you see it often, then you have EMF 5. But don't just go off of 1 spike. Make sure that you get a couple. So in this case, we have a phantom. I don't think we're going to get the ghost order here. This might just be a get all the objectives and leave kind of game. I'm going to take a pill here. We got ourselves a pill. We get no writing, no fingies, no nothing. We're going to bring in the... Oh, why did I take a pill? I have crucifix. I'm a dumbass. Well, it's fine. We're going to look around for the boner. Let's try and find that. And the board, actually. I kind of want to do both those things, so that's fine. This is a hard spot to get crucifix, though, by the way. So that should be interesting. Anything else we need? Let's get another camera. Have I played The Forest? Yes, I have. And I think of it a gift sub. The Forest is awesome. I really want to play it again. Got my toast? I would love some toast. Don't you need EMF? It was already in there. We already placed it in there. So, it's the third objective is crucifix. This might... I've already explained so much about this map. Or, well... I mean, this map is so... There's a lot of things to note about the prison map. You can look, I think if you type Phasmophobia in Sim Prison, you'll get a bunch of different videos of me playing this map with a bunch of different locations. This is a hard map, honestly. There's so many different ghosts you can have. That's why it's so fun, because there's basically every type of area you have in this map. There's so many different types of ghosts you can have. You can get a gym revenant, if you have a cafeteria revenant, basically. You have a gym revenant equivalent. You can get the, like, really hard to... The passive cell block ghosts are, like, super annoying. You can get a really roamy ghost that baits you into thinking it's in one of the cell blocks, even though it's not. There's some hard ghosts in this map. Alrighty, we're gonna place these spread out and hopefully get it eventually. I'm gonna check the library for the board. Now, these are not the best spots to place it in case you are here yourself, because the ghost spawning there is actually not that bad, because you can just run away. But if the ghost spawns here, you're kind of screwed, because you can't, like, run out and get the loop. You have to hide over here. I'm gonna place this on this door, because it seems to be touching this a lot. And I'm gonna place some items on top of it, so in case it wants to throw one of these items, it'll trigger the EMF while I'm gone. Like, you don't have to be there for the EMF to work, or the objective to work. So we're just gonna do that, and we'll see. Also... Wow, what did it throw? Let me see. It threw something over here. Can I still get there in time? Was it this? I don't know what it was. The book? What? I am confused. Well, we'll just use this. Knocker on the window? EMF? Yeah, okay. So, knocker on the window gives you EMF. You can't take a interaction photo, though. As far as I know. Alright, let's get out of here. That was the second objective, most important one. I'm gonna do a quick scan of the place and explain something about the maps, but... Or about the map. But I don't think we're gonna get much here, but we'll be fine. Alrighty. So, you can have a ghost in every of these areas, obviously. There's donuts here in case you want to help yourself. Coffee, too. Let's try and see if there's anything in the library. Thank you, Crazy Chess. So the board can be back here. It's the first place where I found it. It's not there though this time. Also no bone, I think. The bone is just so hard on this map. Like, I wouldn't go into these maps for like. These maps are for the experience. These maps are not the experience as in personal experience, not as in game experience. If you want to grind for levels, you should go to the small maps. They're like 100% better, but there's just something to these maps. You want to play them every once in a while. You want to play them with your friends. They're so fun. The like great stories are had over here. It's upstairs, it's right here. How does it feel to be 24? Feels the same. Can you survive with no flashlight run? Absolutely. The flashlight is not even remotely required, but it's nice to be able to see for YouTube and stuff. Oh, the optimal route for looking for the ghost. Good to say that, stranger. You probably know it, but I will explain it for everyone else. If you start at the beginning, you can, well, I'll just go over there. Well, let's go over there right now. I'll show you. So basically, if you want to check this place optimally, it is good to stay in the middle of a map as long as possible while still checking location. So in this case, you can check this room, for example, really quickly, check for the bone and other stuff. And then you go... What the hell? This ghost has not turned off the breaker at all. Then you can go upstairs there. That's what I usually do if I'm solo. You go up here, and then check the upstairs area, and then keep your ears open for sound. To the left or to the left or the right. For is it in A block? Is it in B block? Is it in the middle cafeteria? Keep your ears open, and then you can hone in your search area that way. But let's go to one of these rooms and let's check if we can find the bone or something. But yeah, so if you want to go, you check up there. You go into, then you get down the stairs. You get into A block. You check A block. You go at the back. You can go out in the back. Go to B block, check B block, and then if you really have not found the ghost by then, you, I don't know, yeah, maybe cafeteria, maybe library, but you might just have to listen again. It's not here. The bone is just so hard on this map because the bone on this map can be literally anywhere in the cafeteria, anywhere in these cells. It can be on the bed, behind the bed, like super hidden. It's just so tough. Yeah, the lights for this one are over here, by the way. You can turn on the lights right here. I'm not gonna do that because it might pop the breaker, but I don't think we're gonna check this. I'm not gonna check upstairs. It's just, I think the board can even be around. Like, if you really want to know the board locations on the bigger maps, you should go over to the description, or if I forgot to add it again, try and message me so I can add it. The board can even be like back there, I think, are locations for the board, so it's really hard to find it in these larger areas, but... Timely Prince, thank you for that 2-month reset. And T Smitty, thank you for the 2 months as well. Alright, you can go outside here, the ghost can't be here. There's this massive, like, sports field where the ghost can't be, so it's just for aesthetics. Aesthetics. I think for the board locations, is Hunt here? Hunt has it, I don't. How old am I, Chad? That is the best answer. Mr. Dave, thank you for the 2. Wow! Okay then, as I said, it can literally be anywhere. Epic though. Alright. Well, I was not expecting to find it, but I'll take it very happily. You got ourselves a bone. Nice. Now that's all experience. We are capped out on experience. I'm actually gonna just go. Maybe we've gone the crucifix objective at this point. I don't know. We're not gonna get that much from photos, but hey, you win some, you lose some. That's pretty good. You could try and take an interaction photo upstairs. I'm just kind of scared that I get hunted in an uncomfortable situation and then just kind of die. So yeah, let's go. That was good. Getting at least one photo will already give you 10 for photos. So definitely try and take at least one photo. There's diminishing returns on them. It's gonna be harder and harder as long as you take more photos. There's not really diminishing returns, but it is just generally hard to get, like, above 35 is almost, like, it's never gonna happen. But yeah, the crucifix has not been used, so this is not gonna be a big money game, but it is gonna be a good experience game. And I kinda just wanna move on. I explained most of the things. Really hard area here is the cafeteria. If you get a cafeteria revenant, you are in for a hard one. It's like the gym, basically. But yeah. It didn't trigger the crucifix, but I'm just gonna call it there. We got the bone. We got the phantom. So let's go, shall we? Let's go to the next map. Good stuff. Bagata, thank you. Or Beanie. Look at that. Still 235. We didn't get that objective 4 here. The crucifix, you could have definitely gotten that. But again, 15 photos. We just took one photo. With like a full book that is good, you can get 30 or 35. With just one photo, you already get 15. Look how much that, like... If you want to just speed run, definitely just taking, like, you don't want to just stay around all that much. It's really not necessary to get the most money and experience, because right here we're going to get 250 experience, which is the max you can get on a medium map. So we did pretty well. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be Ridgeview or Edgefield, or yeah, let's do Ridgeview or Edgefield.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Edgefield? Bleasdale I want to keep a little bit.
Welcome back.
Helmut von Krieger, thank you for the sub. Alright, yeah, you can't select your map, so I just have to reset. Can I get Edgefield or anything? Anna! Thank you for the 5 subs.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Thank you so much. What? Can I get the map though? I think we're gonna leave Asylum to the last. If you want to check that out, you can skip over there. Alright, that's a little bit unfortunate right now.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready.
So much love for Mana, I know. No, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna just move through every map, and we're gonna give information. I wish I could just get the map though, but this is part of the game, sadly.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
How many hours? 390
Looks like there are
hours.
others out there in need of help.
A little bit unfortunate.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Alright, there we go. Ridgeview. Good stuff. So yeah, Ridgeview is one of the street houses. Ridgeview actually has a safe spot, which is kind of unfortunate. Felix, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I don't like safe spots personally, but there's a spot behind the... I will show it. You can use it to your own, if you want to. I personally like to play the game and still be at risk. But it's hard to avoid the safe spot in this scenario, because it's like... If you're stuck in that back area, there's not much you can do besides use the safe spot, so it kind of sucks. But it's probably going to get fixed at some point. Let's see. Where do we got the breaker? Always check the breaker first if you can. It's in the basement. Okay. We got ourselves James Miller smudge sticks as second objective. That's great. Nothing else to report, unfortunately. I don't personally know if that means that it's just random or if the guy, like, if it's like one of the passive ghosts. I don't know. Alright, let's go. So Ridgeview is pretty big. In Ridgeview, you often have a hallway ghost. Upstairs hallway ghost. Car key is right there. That's the only key you need. All of the other keys are kind of useless. Or completely useless, let's put it that way. The only key that you need is the car key, so you don't have the permanent car noise. Board can be back here. It's not here, though. Ooh, I heard a footstep. I think it's upstairs above me. Or somewhere in the kitchen. Now, again, I don't know why I've developed this habit of just not turning on many lights. I kind of just like to move fast. Okay. Well, I think the ghost showed itself. Now, you want to note that it turned on a light. That makes it less likely to be a mare. Now, before you tell me in the comments, yes, mares turn on lights too. But they're less likely to do so. But you can have a really trolly mare that just keeps turning on the lights. Oh, nice. Look at that one. You kind of want to check for bone. If it shows up as the bone, there's a board spot back here. It might have accidentally taken the board. I don't know. Alright. Good stuff. I'm going to go check for the board upstairs, and then we're going to zone in on the ghost. This is kind of my rhythm I usually like to take, because at the start of the game, you're really safe. Your sanity is high, and if it hunts super early, that gives you so much information already. Board can be back here. It is not, though. Let's take some caulk. Very important. Board can be there, but it's not. Breaker is down here. Let's turn this off. Cool. Can you show how to prop the board up? Yeah, you just aim literally directly upwards and you just throw it. And then it'll stand up straight. It looks cool, and the first time you see it, you're like, wait, you could do that? But it's just the easiest thing. Alright, there's no reason to really check these rooms, because I don't think the board can be here. The board can be in this closet, though. Yeah, it's not there. The board can be on this bed, too, I think, yeah. It's not there. Okay. Every time I've done it, it still falls. You can also aim it downwards. Make sure that you're doing it on a flat area, not on, like, a... carpet or anything. Alright, the board is not in this house. We've checked every single spot. So that is, that's fine. Maybe it can be there? No. That's a cool thing to do, Mythmaker Roxy. Karma's cousin. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Alright, the ghost's over here. So we're gonna leave. I'm gonna turn this on. This on. Let's see what the ghost... Ooh, piano. Interesting. Let's go to the truck right now and check for activity. Check if we get an EMF 5 spike right there. Voodoo Jester, thank you for the prime time. Alright, that's very low activity. That is not... Well, so far no EMF activity. Let's bring in all the stuff. It didn't touch a door yet. Oh, I have cock. Okay, well... Scratch that. Touch the light? Oh yeah, I did. You're right. I should have... It doesn't really matter. Now, it is definitely in this room. It touched the light. Interesting. It's touching a lot of things. But the Orbeez can be all over the place in this one. I'm gonna place... this is probably not a good spot to have a tripod, honestly. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I like tripods. Let's ask it. Curtis. I'm gonna bug it because I don't like that. Alright, drop that over there. How old are you? Where are you? Okay. Oh, nice. I touched the door again. Good thing. If I alt tab, I might break the spirit box. Let's see if it still works. How old are you? Okay, it still works. But if you sometimes you have this situation, how old are you? How old are you? Where are you? Okay, so now the spirit box doesn't respond to me anymore. How did that happen? I alt tabbed. If you alt tab the game a couple times, your voice recognition in the game will break, which means that you cannot talk to the ghost anymore. You cannot use the spirit box, and every ghost will seem really passive because it just cannot hear you anymore. What do you do to fix this? You alt tab again, and then to get back into the game, you go with your mouse over to the Phasmophobia icon, and you click on the Phasmophobia icon. Then you fix your mic. Now, if I say, how old are you? How old are you? Wait. Okay, there you go. Well, that worked perfectly. Perfect. Alrighty. Well, good to have you here, Ultimus. Arma's cousin, again, thank you for the videos. And Aki, thank you for the 2.5. When did you play Phasmophobia for the first time? I think one of my first games, like my level 7 game or something, is up on the YouTube if you want to check it out. It's the first video in the massive playlist. I should have closed the door, but it didn't matter because we saw an orb right there. It was very fast and very small, but I did see it. Right? Let's see it again. So everyone can see. Yeah. See how fast and small that is? You gotta really pay attention. The Lord Seaman. Thank you for the prime. Alright, we got an Orbs Spirit Box, which makes it Poltergeist, Jinn, or Mare. Okay. Well, Mare is, as I said, unlikely. It's also not freezing. Jinn, I've not seen activity yet. And Poltergeist would be fingerprints, so let's take the fingerprints over. And bring a smudge stick. I think, like, I know, like, Jinn is a really fun ghost. I really like Banshees, though, especially in multiplayer. Banshees are just so much fun. Alright, let's see. Fingerprints. Okay, so it is a poltergeist. Wait, right? Yeah, poltergeist. Okay, good. Poltergeists are really good because they give fingerprints. And fingerprints, did it turn off this light? Yes, it did. Fingerprints are the best photo you can take a lot of. So we're actually going to take a bunch of photos of this. We're going to take this photo. It's going to be fingerprints. We're going to take this photo. It's going to be fingerprints. I'll take the light switch here. Fingerprints. Let's hope this door does not have fingerprints on it. Or, well, I mean, that would have been nice anyway, but... Alright, let's go. We just kind of need photos. Let's smudge it. Maybe we'll get to use the smudge stick trick, where you can stop it from hunting. Or during a hunt you can use a smudge stick, but if we won't get to use that during this run, or just like massive run, you can check any of the recent videos I've uploaded. It's gonna have smudge stick use in it. We've been testing that recently and it's really fun to do. Mojo Jojo, maybe. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Show yourself. I forgot the name because I always forget the name. So let's go back. Wait. Does anyone remember the name? I need another photo cam anyway. Emily Pad, thank you for the 2-month resub. Mojo Jojo. Okay, I see, sir. We got a smudge stick, we get the photo of the ghost as our next objective. Well, let's just take crucifixes. I forgot to check the name. James Miller. Alright. James Miller. Look at the little spiky. Boop. James Miller. Hey, Riley. Alright, let's go. Nash, thank you for the gift sub. We're gonna leave one here that should cover the entire room, and then I'll leave one over here. because it seems to like the piano a lot. Can you show yourself? Oh. Well, show yourself? Give us a sign? There's no real items in here for the poltergeist, so I kind of should bring in some items so it can start throwing them and give me some interaction photos. Holy shit, it threw it instantly. Like, all of them. I can take multiple photos here, I should be able to. Yeah, there you go. It threw like 2 of them instantly. This guy was really frustrated. So with a poltergeist, it can throw multiple items at once, which would have instantly told us here that it was a poltergeist, by the way. But can you give us a sign? James Miller. Can you show yourself? James? Can you manifest yourself? James Miller. Bloody Mary. If you feel like the ghost is not listening to you, again, try an Alt-Tab and click the Phasmophobia icon to fix your mic so you have, don't have that issue. How old are you? Or, why did I just say how old are you? That's not a question for the ghost to be mad, but we can take a photo of this. We should be able to. That's, I don't know why. Maybe the hitbox for this piano is in the back of the, like, maybe into the wall? I don't know. But yeah, don't take that photo, apparently. It really likes that, though. Okay. Some bot offline. Probably just delayed. There's cooldowns on certain commands. James, can you give us a sign? Oh, it's just a crucifix, I think. Yeah, okay, that's unfortunate. We need to pay attention to which crucifix, though. Is it still here? Wait, did I throw it down here? I think I did, right? Okay, let's place it over here so we can see it if it disappears. James Miller, can you show yourself? James, can you give us a sign? I would like to take the ghost photo, but it's not necessary. James Miller, give us a sign. Manifest yourself. Show us your presence. James Miller. I don't think that's gonna count. Yeah, you have to take the door photos instantly while the door is moving. If the door stops moving, the photo doesn't count anymore. So yeah, that's. I just kind of want to get the ghost photo if he can give it to me. He's gonna use my crucifix again. This one is gone, so I'm gonna bring the other one over here. Try and save myself, but this ghost is not. I've seen that the ghost is like more active usually when you're on low sanity, so that's why I used to like to use up my crucifixes. Also, sometimes the breaker just decides to pop for no reason. Instant bot doesn't work. Are you sure? What? Bot might be sleeping. Let me see. Exclamation mark. I don't know which commands I would test the name. Well, I should be able to use these commands no matter what, so yeah, it's definitely offline for some reason. I'll reconnect it. Sorry. What? Bot? Oh, maybe the token is broken? I'm just gonna restart the entire bot. I don't know why it's not working. There you go. Weird. I'll check it out after this. After this map's done. The crucifix is still there, so we're still fine. Can you give us? Oh, there we go. Now it's open. It opened up. Yay! There we go. It's a bot's back. He lives. Give us a sign. James, show yourself. Manifest yourself. Show us your presence. This room is really hard to get the ghost photo, because if the ghost spawns on top of you, it might just instantly do like the huh and then disappear, so it's kind of annoying. Can you show yourself? Give us a sign. Manifest yourself. Ooh, they used the crucifix. You saw it disappear. That's really unfortunate. I kind of just want to bounce at this point. We've got everything here. Let's just take some pills and then... I showed you the entire map. This map's not that special. I'll show you the safe spot, though, if you want to know everything about this game. You know the safe spot. You can see when people are using it and low-key shame them for it. Don't be rude, but... be sure to let them know that's not how you're supposed to play the game. Don't use safe spot. Don't use hacks. It's not technically a hack, but it's pretty cheesy. Ridgeview is a pretty good map, I agree. It's just the map with the small map with the most caulk, so that's pretty cool. Alright. There's a safe spot right over here. Behind that black car you see, you can actually be there. You can actually go over here, but the ghost can't be here. The ghost can't be behind this. So if you stand right here, I don't think the ghost can get you. You can also just do like this, and when the ghost gets close to this, you go over here, and then the ghost will go around, and you can go here, and the ghost can't do anything. So yeah, if you want to do that, then there you go, but don't rely on it, alright? That's a little cheesy. You give us a sign, but it's fun to know everything. Like, I still like to know the glitches and the exploits and stuff. I just won't use them, really. Can you show yourself? James Miller, can you give us a sign? This ghost is really passive. He had nothing to report. Maybe that meant the ghost is just really passive. I think it might be. So, for the sake of the video, I think we're just gonna continue. This ghost is, kinda lame. But yeah, again, looping spots. Looping spot over here. You can loop around this couch. You can make this long loop is honestly really good. You can go stand over here. If the ghost comes down the stairs, you can loop him like this. You can run over here. It will come after you. You can go over here, go around the couch, and then make sure to see if the ghost... It's probably better to go over here, honestly. And then make the ghost go around this way, and you do this again. Since you're slightly faster than the ghost, you have to be careful not to get too far ahead of the ghost, so it turns around and runs into you again. If you get too far ahead of the ghost and you're like behind it at this point, it'll just like turn around and kill you. So don't do that. Pay attention. All right. Well, we're gonna go. There's also a bunch of closets upstairs. Closets are really safe. If you close them, like, you're safe. Alrighty, let's go. So we didn't do the second objective because it's dirty water, and the third objective just because of time reasons. Let's go. The ghost was a poltergeist. James Miller. So, yeah, that was below 200 because we didn't do this, most of the objectives, but hey, still. 175 for very low, and 200 experience also. Like, full experience. Alright, Edgefield? Alright, I'm done to do Edgefield. Well, we gotta, let's see, high school. Let's do high school now, and then we're gonna do Edgefield and Bleasdale, and then Asylum. And then we're done. Yeah, then we've gotten all the maps. So let's do high school now, so we don't do, like, two massive maps back to back. Alright, so high school is it's the first medium map in the game. Prison came after. It is I like this map. The only thing I don't like about this map, which we might encounter here, is that the sound on this map can be really hard to know where it's coming from. You can have like a ghost make a telephone ringing noise, and you don't know if it's upstairs left, downstairs left, back left, far front. It's like it's all over the place. Alright, important to note about this map is that the entrance is at the top, which means that the map's supposed to be flipped. So the breaker is on the right side for our vision here, but it's... Okay, that was really important. I almost missed that. So whoever was here left in a hurry, I think that still means it's a slightly active ghost, but not like the most aggressive. So it's to the left on the bottom of the stairs, which is a really good location. It's Donna Martinez with a ghost photo as the second objective, so we're gonna do that one. Alrighty. So yeah, those are like nice things to note. You got the breaker and the name Donna Martinez and the ghost if it's alone or with other people. No, we're not gonna use the paramic. I would never. Like, if the paramic worked consistently, it would be nice, and also if it didn't block like half your screen, it would be nice too. It is just not worth you're gonna rely on this on the paramic, even though you should just rely on your ears. Like, I recommend. I think just like listen for sounds is so much better than ever using the paramic. The sounds are really hard to distinguish, like, through the walls. The sound doesn't travel like normal sound in real life does, basically. Alright, again, this map, Boner can be literally anywhere. I think it can be all over the gym floor. Oh, was that a footstep? I was talking over it. At the beginning, because they kind of nerfed thermal, I think, they made the temperature drop slowly. It's important to listen mostly. Like, you're not gonna find the ghost instantly with the thermal. You're gonna have to listen for it. So breaker's right there, as I said. Is that the... no. Donna Martinez, where are you? I think I heard something being thrown up there. Are you good at pool? I am not. I think so. Let's go over there. Let's see if we can find it. Bat the drunk, by the way. Thank you for the 100 BDs. Sari Nix, thank you for the prime time. Nash FPS, thank you for the gift sub. And Emily again. And Mojo as well. With all the support. You guys. Give us a sign. So what is really important to remember in this map is that most of the rooms have a telephone. So if you don't hear a telephone, like for a while, you might have a room that doesn't have a telephone. Now that is also a lot of information. There is the hardest place by far to get a ghost here is right here. Maybe we'll get it, who knows? Because I did hear sounds over here. The hardest ghost is at the back of the chapel, because to find it at least. I don't know if it's here. I don't think so. Ryan, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Oh, you heard that? It was over to the right. Now, I don't know if it's upstairs, downstairs, or something, but it's definitely to the right. So that's good. You heard a door open. I'm gonna go to the right now. Alright, Joshua, have a good one. So let's check the upstairs. Well, I thought I heard something. Is that a ball or something? What? Oh, what you can also listen for, and now we're talking about balls. If you hear a ball bounce, like, around you, that might mean that the ghost is in a room where it can throw balls. Like, if a ball's in a room, it's one of those items that the ghost can just teleport, which is terrifying. The ghost can teleport bears and balls from its room. So if you just hear a ball bounce, like, in the middle of nowhere, that doesn't mean the ghost is over where the ball is bouncing. That means that the ghost is in a room where there was originally a ball that it could teleport away. So that's... I don't think many of the school rooms, like the classrooms, have balls. It's like the gym, the locker rooms, all these places have the balls. So be sure to check those if you get if you like see a ball bounce all of a sudden. Stream Dad, hey, welcome guys. How are you doing? Let me do a little thingy. Welcome Raiders, welcome. Wait, where's my... oh no. There we go. Welcome. How's everyone doing? I hope the stream is epic, like it usually is. Over near the stream datters. Oh, there we go. It touched this door. Yeah, you see it's open? It's not freezing though, most likely. Because it should have already been freezing. So, alright, we found the ghost. Let's leave our stuff here. And let's go over. Now, if you want to, let's just do it in this case. To get a learning experience here. Because it touched the door. And maybe, don't think it touched the light switch. We're gonna take a photo of this. We're gonna take a photo of the door. Maybe we'll get fingerprints. Maybe we'll get an empty photo. Maybe we'll get fingerprints. Okay, in this case, we got an empty photo, so you can skip taking the UV light. If you get lucky and you get fingerprints right there, you can just skip taking the UV light altogether. But yeah, in this case, we didn't. If you want to be super fast on bigger maps. Oh. Alright. I had a dream where we were in a game of Phasmo, and for some reason, an objective was to set off the fire alarm. Is it cold? Yeah, it's kind of cold. It's around freezing. It's almost freezing temperatures, not quite though. Maybe it's still a revenant. Avocado? I love avocado. It's a demon. Did you ever get bored of this game? Honestly, no. I mean, you shouldn't play this game like 12 hours in a row like I did yesterday, but I'm actually not gonna take that. I'm gonna not take the fingerprints this time. I'm gonna use the photo to check for fingerprints. We're gonna bring over the cam, we're gonna bring up the book, and what was my sanity? Good, important thing to note. I almost forgot it. Okay. That's pretty around the good points. Yeah, if the ghost keeps touching the door, it's not 100%. If it touches the door, it doesn't necessarily leave fingerprints immediately. So if it touches the door a bunch and then you check for fingerprints and they're still not there, like 2 or 3, I would say, is almost immediately not a fingerprints ghost. But yeah, let's it's gonna be a hard map to talk about a lot. So there's some rooms, again, as I said, it's really important to listen to the phone noise if you don't hear a phone, which we haven't heard so far. I don't know if this room doesn't have a phone. Let's actually check that when we get over there. Have you ever played this game in VR? I have. Yeah, there's a playlist on YouTube for VR if you want to check it out. Any evidence yet? No, I think we only have that it's not freezing, most likely. Let's check that though. It's over here, right? Yeah, okay. So let's turn on this. It seems like the door's already been touched again. Oh, there is a phone here. Wow, this ghost is really passive. That could spell disaster for speedy run, but hey. Let's try and use this. I'm gonna drop this. Well, let's just have it like that for now. Grab this, or grab this, and we'll turn off the light. How old are you? Where are you? Is it still here? Oh, okay. Well, definitely. Is it still? Okay, well, nice. Yeah, sometimes the game displays itself. Alright, we have no freezing. Most likely. It should have definitely been freezing at this point, which it's not, so that means it's not gonna become freezing ever. We have Spirit Box, so that means our worries of a potential revenant are off the table, so that's really nice. I kind of want to take... Can you give us a sign? Donna Martinez, can you show yourself? Donna Martinez. Thank you, Blake. Can you give us a sign? I want to take the window photo. Ooh, touch the door again. I'm actually going to take that photo. It will count as interaction or fingerprints. Okay, so... Whew. A really smart thing to do. I think fingerprints have priority over. I'm not sure, but if the door is moving, you can just take a photo of the door as it's moving. That will give you interaction, and sometimes it can also give you fingerprints. And in case if the doors are already moving, like you'll get interaction no matter what, so you will not risk losing a photo for nothing. I kind of want to take another photo of the door for fingerprints, maybe. What if we take it like this? So we take both the door and the 2 windows over there. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm very much inclined to say that it's not fingerprints. I know we wasted 2 photos on it, but hey, it saves us a trip already. So let's go over back. There you go. You can take a photo of the phone for interaction. Poof. It threw something as well. Let's take another photo right here. Poof. It's gonna count as 2 interactions, hopefully. Yes. Alright. Let's run our way back as fast as possible. Since it did 2 things, we have 2 EMF signals here. If we can make it back in a minute, which I don't think we can even, so we might just lose that, but... the activity chart only remembers the last minute of activity. I don't think we're gonna make it back in time, but if you could, on a smaller map, you will be able to see if those things that happen give you EMF activity. I'm gonna take the fastest route, even though I don't think we'll make it, but... maybe. It will be close, though. I don't think. Yeah, picture of a phone. It's like, hey, I promised that phone rang. I promised the ghost did that. I promise it's not just a phone that rings, you know? It's like, what the hell? But hey, this game doesn't make sense all the time. Will we make it? Will we see the last part of this? Look fast at the EMF activity. Oh, there you go. See? That's what I meant. And there we go, another one. Alright, so, again, this is so important. This is so important to look at. This spike right here, 4 points. It's an EMF. So we got an EMF, and we got Spirit Box, which is Jinn or Oni. So if we get Orbs now, it's a Jinn. If we don't get Orbs, or if we get Writing instead, it's an Oni. I should have placed up the book. I don't think I can see that all that well. There might be red. Oh, well, there you go. Alright, so... it's a Jinn, which is a cool ghost. We need a photo of the ghost and an EMF. So let's take this. I kind of want to not have this ghost hunt, so I'm going to take myself some sanity pills. We're going to bring an EMF. We're going to bring another photo cam, and we're going to bring the... what do I need? Oh yeah, photo of the ghost, EMF. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I guess a crucifix. Alright, let's go. You know, because the second objective is photo of the ghost, honestly, worst case scenario, we'll have it hunt, and then we'll take a photo during the hunt. So let's actually take 2 cams. Yeah, this ghost has not been turning off the breaker because Jinns do turn off the breaker sometimes, but they rarely do. What is the sanity? I took 2 pills, so I'm definitely at 100% right now. Ethereal plane. Thank you for the subby. Are Jinns more inclined to hunt? Jinns have this ability where they drop your sanity by like 25% if they spawn near you, or if they're in your proximity. I don't know how exactly it triggers, but they have the power to drop your sanity by a lot, which means that they can get you to hunting range really quickly, which makes them hunt. So it can feel like that, but they cannot hunt above 50% sanity, though. Alright, let's drop... Wait, he closed the door? Or did I do that? I probably did that. Let's see if we can see this guy. See if we can see this guy. Give us a sign. I'm gonna drop this over into the phone. Can you give us a sign? Show yourself. Jinner. What was the name? Donna Martinez. Donna Martinez, can you show yourself? You give us a sign. Manifest yourself. Let me make sure my mic is working by alt-tabbing and clicking. Donna Martinez. Manifest yourself. Hey, Glacius Dominicus. Papa Ouija, thank you for the prime time. Can you give us a sign? Oh. How old are you? E. Alright. How old are you? Or wait, what did I say? Can you give us a sign? Manifest yourself. Can you show yourself? Can you throw an object? Can you do something? Do something. Manifest yourself. Donna Martinez. Stop touching the door. Kaylin Night Eyes. Kaylin Night Eyes, thank you for the 2 months. Art, right back at you. Can you show yourself? Give us a sign. Manifest yourself. Give us a sign. Manifest yourself. Show me your presence. Donna. Donna, Donna. Come on. Show yourself. This ghost is so passive. What the fuck? Give us a sign. A Jinn? Jinn is territorial, by the way. So if you're in its room, like this, This phone should go mayhem. This phone should be all over the shop, but no. Can you give us a sign? Show yourself. Hello? Adana? Are you gonna do anything? Are you the most... Is it even in this room? It must be, right? Is it like in the neighboring room by... Maybe? It's so active in this room that it's... No. I was just about to say, like... Weird. Yeah, it is here. Maybe it's in this room? Who knows? Let's check it. Oh, there goes the phone. Ring, ring, ring the phone. Is that the EMF? Wait, why is the EMF not going off? What? Wait, it's not this phone? Wait. It is in that room? What the fuck? Will I be in time for the phone? No, wait? I'm so confused. Where's this ghost? Why are you roaming? Or why are you touching anything else besides your own room? You're a djinn. You're not supposed to do that. Give us a sign. Show yourself. Alright, let's get the EMF on that, I guess. Please? There we go. Took us a while. Give us a sign. Manifest yourself. Whew. Well, okay then. Let's take photos of this. Alrighty. Can you give us another sign? Now we're good. Oh, I turned off the breaker? Come on. So, I don't know why that happens. Actually, I think I know why it happens. Can you give us a sign? Show yourself. Can you throw something? Do something. Honestly, I'm done here. We got everything. So let's just go. Alright. So, I think what happens with the light... So, sometimes you turn on a light after a ghost event and the breaker pops. Now, a ghost event will turn off a light, but the light switch will still be in the on position. Which I think sometimes... Like, when you turn on that light again, it'll add one more to the... How many lights are on count. Holy shit, Keo! Thank you for the 10 gift subs. You mad? Thank you. What was I saying though? Sometimes when you turn on a light like that, even though it's already on, it's on but the light is off. You can click on it and then it'll turn on again, but the light switch won't move. I think that still adds one more to the counter, and then eventually it'll just pop the breaker, which is kind of... I think that's a bug that needs to be fixed. It has baited me into thinking that something wasn't a djinn because it turned off the light, even though I did it. Look at all these beautiful EMF. Well, not really, but this one is nice. Thank you so much, Keo. Alright, we got all the objectives, we got pretty decent photos, so we're gonna call it here. Well, not really, we got a couple photos, but we got the ghost photo at least, so let's go. Well, let's talk about the map first for a second. Hardest ghost, by far, maybe the hardest ghost in the entire game you can get here, is a gym ghost, and specifically a gym revenant. Why is that ghost so hard? Not only is it a revenant, it is the fastest ghost in the game, so if it spawns, if you're in the middle of this place, and the ghost starts hunting, you will die. Because no matter where it is in this room, it'll just catch up to you and kill you. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But also, Revenant is writing fingerprints. EMF is easy, because now we can get the chart to work. Like, EMF used to be really hard, but now because we know the chart now, you can use it that way. But writing is super hard in the gym because it's so big. The room is so large that where are you gonna put the book? Like, and then fingerprints, you have to get lucky with the door touches. Look at this. By the way, this is like if you see something like this, one time you'd return to the truck, you can instantly say, all right, EMF 5, because it does two separate events that are just like perfect EMF spikes. Like, all right, EMF instantly. But don't go off to just one spike. That's what I'm saying here. because people have been saying like, oh, it's not the way, it's not, the chart doesn't work, and that's just because you're going off of just one spike in like a 20-minute game. Like, if two things happen at once, it'll give you a fake EMF spike, and you'll be like, well, in my 20 or 30 minutes playing this game, one game, I saw one time an EMF 5 spike. Like, that's not how this works. If you see a couple of them back to back, you can instantly write it in, but don't go off with just one. Alright, so Jim, Revenant, you will die. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. Other ghosts. There's, like, the big area here. Which, like, it's over here as well. Like, I think cafeteria kind of areas. The lunch rooms. Those are pretty hard. The cams on this map are actually kind of terrible. Like, I wish one of these cams just looked down the hallway. But they don't really do that. And usually you get the ghost over here, I found. So the cams on this map are pretty bad, which sucks, but... so yeah, a phone ringing, really easy to find the ghost. Door touches, you can help to find the ghost. So what I would kind of recommend if you really want to just find the ghost fast, stand in the middle here, right at the start. Just wait until you hear a sound and go towards the sound. But yeah. The breakers can be really far apart here as well. Conqueror, I think the 5 gift subs. So yeah, there's not much to this map. Most of the rooms are exactly identical. There's a couple areas, the bigger areas. The chapel is really hard. Chapel back here. You won't hear a telephone because there's nothing over there, and it's kind of isolated. Keo! With another 10 gifted. Holy shit, Conqueror and Keo. Guys. Getting in. Holy shit. Thank you so much. But yeah, there's not much to the high school. It is I like the map, it's big. It's annoying that you can never really find the bone because it can be in every single room, which I am too lazy to check that for 90 experience, or like 70 experience. I'm not doing that, or 60, I think even. So yeah. By the way, if you have any questions about any of the, like, places, except the Luigi board positions, you should check the description for that, for like the link to the map. The like wiki maps. But if you have any other questions, then please ask me below, because I read every single comment. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. This was high school, pretty good. We got ourselves a gym and gin, and we got a ghost photo and a couple interactions. The Vine Paul, thank you for the gift sub. Amanda Ranta, thank you for the prime as well. There you go, 265. Now we're doing it really slow here, like we're explaining a lot, we're sitting down, but still, like this will rack up. Do 4 of these games and you'll have 1,000. Like, that's how you get money fast. Especially solo. Alright, Edgefield we haven't done yet. Edgefield now, and then Bleasdale, and then Asylum. That's the end. Final map. Where do we have? You're gonna go to sleep now? Alright, Zayden, have a good night. Sleep. I actually learned that EMF can give you a false reading by just... I've been baited by that before, where the ghost gave me a false spike, and I was like, wait, that's EMF 5, and then I filled it in, and it ended up being wrong. So yeah, just by personal experience. Alrighty, there you go. But it helps you so much. We're gonna go to Edgefield, which is a really good map. I used to think that this was kind of an annoying map, but it is the hardest looping map in the game. There's only one loop in this map, which is a really short loop as well. So if you want to challenge your looping skills, you should loop on this map. This is tough. But let's go. Can you explain the EMF activity? There's a guide for it on YouTube if you want to check it out. It is basically, the chart is just the sum of all EMF events. If you have... Sorry, nose itchy. If you have a, an event happen in the game, it'll increase the activity on the chart. If you get an EMF 1 event, or if you get an EMF 2 event, it'll give a 1 increase on the chart. If you get an EMF 3 event, you'll get a... Okay, nothing else to report. But never mind. So yeah, basically, if you see a 4 spike on the graph, that means that the EMF went up by 4. Starting at 1 means it's gone 2 EMF, 3 EMF, 4 EMF, 5 EMF, because it went up by 5, or 4. So yeah, basically the chart is just the sum of all EMF. That's like the easiest way to explain it. But yeah, if you want a more comprehensive guide to that, there's a video specifically for that purpose. But let's go to Edgefield, a really fun map. Most of the small maps are just solid, honestly. We got ourselves a Donald Williams Salt, a second objective. We've been lucky. We haven't had dirty water as second objective. That's good. Maximum efficiency. Think about a tier 1 sub. If you get a ghost to write in the book in the truck, that is. I don't know if there's still hackers in the game, but I've never had that. I don't think that should be possible. The nice part about the smaller map is that no matter where you are, if something happens, like the ghost makes a sound, you'll usually hear it. I'm seeing 3 of every message. What? Most hacks don't work. That's good. Did I hear something thrown here? No. I already forgot the name. I am so you get the first-hand experience how bad I am at Donald Williams. That's right. Oh, bon. Boof. Check the book again. Sometimes you get screwed over, and then pick it up. So yeah, some of the sounds don't mean anything. Like that creaking right there means nothing. I guess the ghost is downstairs. Basement? I'm aiming at the floor, by the way, because the temperature reading... Oh. Did I turn that on? Did I turn that on? I guess I did. I debated myself. What? Where's the ghost? Alright, well, let's ask it where the ghost is. Alright, setting up the board. Aim it up straight. Let it fall. It'll set up. Alright, we're gonna take a photo. Get the Luigi board. Where are you? Utility? Yeah. Okay, so it's the little room in the kitchen. Okay. The house was not haunted. I mean, he had nothing else to report, so maybe. So I'm gonna just leave this over here. Zowdy Streams, thank you for the prime time. Oh, we got ourselves juicy EMF5. Look at that. 1 spike, 2 spike, 3 spike. Instant EMF. Put it in. This goes very active. What the hell? Alright. So, we'll bring in all the stuff. Ghost is in the little utility room. That ghost is kind of stressed. Maybe it has a rough day. 1 out of 3 Pepe laugh. Yes. So it's in this room. This is called the utility room. Is it freezing? I don't think it has touched the door yet because I didn't hear a single sound. So we're just gonna leave this right here. We're gonna turn off the light and we're gonna... Well, there we go. Alright, 2 door touches, no fingerprints. That's really good because we don't want this to be fingerprints because that would mean it's a revenant, potentially. Let's go check for that. Orbeez. Writing in the book. Which makes this ghost Orbeez. Okay. It's a shade. Oh, it threw the book. Well, that was easy. That means we have more time to explain about the map. Let's take in, what do we need? We need a salt, so let's take salt, I guess. We need a thermo. We still have a photo camera. I don't need this, actually. Salt, picture, thermo. Alright. Let's go over there and let's get that objectives done. Because this is a shade, it actually... We're gonna do a speed run here. We're gonna do some speed running tactic here. This is not really map related, but we can still help you. I'm just gonna leave this here. Instantly stepped in. Okay. Let's take a photo of the book, because it counts as interaction. If we could get the ghost photo. Donald, can you show yourself? Can you manifest yourself? Let me make sure my mic is working. Okay. I don't have the flashlight. I just realized that. Jesus. Monk ass. Hey, Rev. Have a good night. Sleep well. Manifest yourself. Donald, can you show yourself? Can you give us a sign? Manifest yourself. Donald Williams, can you show yourself? Can you give me a sign? Donald? Donald Williams? Donald? Alright, well, while this guy is being lame and passive, we can show you the one loop on this map. But this map is still decently safe, even though it only has one loop. This is the only loop in the map. I usually go stand over here, so that the ghosts go down from the hallway or down from the stairs, and then you start looping it like this. And that's basically it. Keep your eye... This is a very short side of the loop, so keep your eyes on the ghost. Make sure that it is committed to going this way before you turn around, because if it's still on the back of this, like if it's still over here, trying to turn the corner, and you go right here, it'll just turn around and kill you. So be careful not to do that. Be careful not to mess it up. But yeah, this loop is kind of scary. You can also go over here. As soon as you break line of sight, the ghost will just go back to wandering, and it'll potentially find you, but not always. But you can go here, down this, in the lockers, or you could run upstairs and go down the end of the hallway, or along the hallway. There's also spots you can hide in the closets, but you can run all the way across. I can just show you. Ooh. Well, I can show you for real. You can do this, and you can hide right here. This is the first hunt today, I think. And lockers sometimes, but lockers are sometimes hard. Closets are really strong to hide in. I don't know if I've ever died in a locker. Keo, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Holy shit, Keo. Thank you so much. Yeah, maybe not the best idea to flash through the blinds. It doesn't actually work that way, but alrighty. Well, we can get a photo during the hunt. I don't know if that's an objective. Let me check what my objective is. I know we have to take a thermo, right? Thermo reading? I think we already did that. Let's see what my objectives are. Did we do all? Oh, there's one left. Is it photo of the ghost? What is it? Photo of the ghost. Alright, let's do a gamer moment. Let's do a gamer moment. We're gonna grab... I can also just try it with 5 photos. I kind of want to take a photo of the ghost while it's hunting. Just for funsies. Hey, you show yourself. Donald, show yourself. Hunt me, kill me. Do it then, huh? Manifest yourself. Give us a sign. Donald? Donald? Can you show yourself? Oh, there we go. Let's go over here. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. I kind of want to just be here, honestly. Alright, we took the photo. See what I said? See what I said? I almost fucking killed myself. Oh god, I got stuck again. My god, I am not playing this very well. I'm actually gonna do a safety strat. So what you can do is if you don't trust your own ability to loop because you're a dumbass like me. Oh wait, maybe I'm actually dead here. I might have. Oh, is he gonna give up? Yeah, he's gonna give up. I don't know why the ghosts do this. They should really be smarter than this. This might not work eventually, but right now I can still just hide here. Oh, I messed it up really bad, but we at least got the ghost photo. Woo! Yeah, we missed one photo, and then the next photo we just took. That was pretty nice. All right, the ghost is done. I'm gonna take some pills, and then, or I can just chuck a crucifix in there. Honestly, that was a little spooky. I gotta say that got my heart pumping. I messed that up so bad. He doubled back like twice, and I almost killed myself. And then I got stuck on the end. But hey, we did it. That's all that matters, right? I'm gonna take 2 pills. Sanity at 100%. Now we're gonna talk to the board. Now, why would you talk to the board? I'll show you right here. How old are you? How old are you? Take a photo. Interaction. Where are you? Where are you? Really? Where are you? How old are you? Be careful. It can start hunting and then you have to step backwards. How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? What's up? That's really important. If you don't do that, you're gonna be inside and you're gonna get fucked. So be sure to do that. Alright, well, I don't know. Oh, I can't. I have to wait up the hunts. You know what? I don't even care that much about this. This is also a really good way to get EMF 5, by the way, the board. Look at this. It's a weird spike, but yeah, we got EMF right there. Alright, I'm just gonna go. Well, we might have... I think I already explained everything, though, about this map. Yeah, the loop is... If you want to test your looping abilities, right there, I even gave up on my looping abilities because I was messing it up so bad. But yeah, it's a really hard loop. But it's... If you are good at this loop, I think you're gonna be strong at any loop. So you can just head in here with starting equipment and balls of steel and just be in the house, just get your sanity to drop, and get the ghost to hunt, and then just loop it. If you want to practice, this is a good way to practice. But yeah, it's a hard loop. Let me talk one time more to the board so I get the final photo. And then we're gonna bounce. So this is a really good way to get photos of the... like, I mean, look at this. Interaction photos, a bunch of them. So let's go. How old are you? There you go. So now we got our final photo. Our book is full except one that we missed during the hunt. And then we're gonna bounce. So yeah, that's Edgefield for you. I really like this map. It's really small and yet it's looping with friends. Sorry. Looping with friends on this map is so much fun. Like, if you're all just stacked up, running around that couch, it's just so chaotic. It's really fun. So there's a video up of me doing that with friends and basically everyone dying. But that was really fun. Alright, let's go. If you really don't trust your looping abilities, you can have a smudge stick on you, by the way. I didn't check if I put it in. I hope I did. I did. We got 250 right there. That's 1/4 of 1,000. Again, like, do 4 of these runs and you got yourself 1,000. It goes fast. But yeah, if you're not confident in your looping abilities, hold a smudge stick and a lighter, and a flashlight, of course. And then, if you feel like you're maybe starting to mess up the loop or the ghost gets too close, light the smudge stick. Hold it in your hands. If you hold the smudge stick in your hand while the ghost is in the hunt phase, and it's close to you, it wanders again. It goes back to wandering around. This is very important against revenants. Against revenants, if you smudge, it starts wandering around again, and you can book it the hell out of there in like the 5 seconds, the 6 seconds that you have, and just try to hide. Otherwise, you will just die. But yeah. So, that was a pretty solid run. We got 200 experience. Let's go. We got 2 more maps on the schedule here. It's Bleasdale. Let's do that one now, and then we're gonna end with an Asylum. So yeah, Bleasdale is, I mean, it's near and dear to my heart. This is the original favorite map, the OG epic map. This map is probably the reason why you're watching this video in the first place, because I think most of the most popular videos of my channel are from Bleasdale. So yeah, there's like 800,000 views videos on Bleasdale, which is just insane. But yeah, let's go to our old favorite, Bleasdale. This map is really good. This is like maybe one of the best maps for solo farming and solo just fun. If you don't mind getting hard ghosts sometimes, going to Bleasdale is really fun, because there's some hard locations you can get ghosts here. I know a lot about Bleasdale because it's like such a... I've probably played the most on Bleasdale. Alright, ghost event. Again, we've got reports of light switching. I don't think that means much. I am really syrup. Thank you for the gift sub. So we got ourselves ghost event. That's the second one, which is really good. James Garcia. Okay. Where's the breaker? Breaker is in the attic, which is unfortunate because it's far out of the way sometimes. But okay. Well, that's basically it. James Garcia. Remember that, guys. Okay. Let's go in there. You made it to the stream. Let's go the second time. Okay, so Bleasdale is special because just like Grafton, Bleasdale has, Bleasdale actually has the most photos you can take. You can take this photo of this doll here. That'll count as an interaction photo. And you can take a photo of this doll here, which will also count as an interaction photo. You used to be able to take the, let's check for temps. You used to be able to take a photo of this knife right here, the bloody knife. That no longer works. It apparently was a bug. I don't know why it was a bug. It seemed very much intentional, but hey, I guess it was. Let's just listen now for if we can get the ghost. The bone seems to very often be in this room for some reason. I don't know why. So, a board spot is in the office, which we already checked. We didn't see the board there. The board can be also over here, which it's not, so the board is not here. Breaker can also be there, by the way. The board can also be over here on that little table, which is not. Do voodoo dolls do anything? They used to glitch out and like run and even float and stuff, but they fixed that. I don't know why they fixed it. It was like unintentional, but so epic. Like, it was perfect, unintentional epicness. I don't know why they fixed that. It kind of makes me sad. Is this a hallway ghost? Please don't. Alright. Oh, bone near that. Interesting. The board can also be in the bathtub, by the way. So we got the board. Alright, there we go. Bada bing. Where is this guy? The sneaky spot for the board is right up here. It can be here. On the little ledge. Oh, this is one of the few maps where I know all of the board spots just completely. Ooh, it touched the door. Nice. I think that was the bathroom, maybe? This is another voodoo doll. You can take a photo. I think it was this door, maybe? Let's check. Oh, it's that door. Well, it's freezing too. Nice. I don't think the board can be here, but I always check it anyway. I've never seen it there, so I'm pretty sure it can't be there. I don't think it can be in this room. Let's check up the attic. There is a spot right here where the board can be on top of that little crate over there, but it's not. So I don't think we have a board in this map, which is fine. We're just gonna have... we can't get that photo. Alrighty, it touched the door. Also, there's a mannequin in this room. It's freezing, as we said. There's a mannequin and a bunny in this room, which means... Okay, so it touched both the light switch and the door. I'm gonna take a photo of this. There you go. Fingerprints. That can save you a way back. See, now we don't have to get a UV light. We already got fingerprints. Big brain. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So we got freezing and thingy. See how fast I can go sometimes if you just pay attention. That means it's... Wait, let's check for activity. I don't know if it can be EMF, but let's check it anyway. Wait, is that EMF? No, it's 3. It's a Wraith, a Banshee, so it's a Wraith, which would be Spirit Box, Banshee would be EMF. Banshee would be EMF, so it could be. I don't know if I see EMF. Alright, let's get the ghost motion sensor. Wow, so... Oh, that's EMF, most likely. So it's a Banshee, probably. So in this case, because we already know so much, we know that we don't have to take... this is something that, like, distinguishes the noobs from the pros, as pretentious as that sounds, but not taking tools that are useless, not checking tools that are useless is really, if you want to be efficient, it's really important. Like, right now, taking a photo, a book, that is completely useless. Like, it can be writing, it can be orbs. So why would I take those if it can't be it anyway? So this is most likely EMF. I'm gonna take the UV so I can take fingerprints photos. Well, I don't know. I think I should just take the spirit box and the photo cam. Most likely gonna be EMF though. We might have to take a couple trips. It's fine. Let's just figure out the ghost first, and then we'll talk later. If I ever played Outlast, I have. It's on YouTube actually. You wanna see? I don't know if the videos are hidden or not, but again, if you want to see what games we've played on stream, go to the Twitch page, go to info, the info tab, and then check the game list. There's a list with links to playlists, which are probably hidden on YouTube as well, where you can check the games that we played. Please don't move that mannequin, you're gonna make me cry. We got ourselves photo cam, and we got ourselves this. How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a Banshee, but we already kind of knew that. How old are you? Alright, Banshee time. I don't want to get touched by that. Okay. So, well then, can you show yourself? Can you give us a sign? Manifest yourself. James Garcia, where are you? Can you show yourself? Can you give us a sign? James? James Garcia? I kind of want to take some, objective items. Look at my YouTube. They're watching this on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I can plug the sub button if you. The sub button is actually completely free. You can click on it, and it turns a different color. I mean, most people here are coming from the YouTube. Yeah, again, that is another EMF spike, so pretty good. We got ourselves a ghost event, we got ourselves a motion sensor, so let's bring the motion sensor. And I guess an EMF, because why not? And we're gonna bring one crucifix, because this is a Banshee. One crucifix should be more than sufficient to stop any hunt. If you place it in the middle of the room, Banshees have a larger range of interaction with the crucifix. So if they start hunting, and you place it in the middle of the room, what the fuck? It popped the breaker, really now? You dicko. Don't you dare fucking hunt. This is dumb. You should go back and get a flashlight right now, but I'm a dumbass, so. Where is my flashlight? What the fuck? There. Creepy town. Alrighty. I hate this. Did you buy Bleasdale yet? We haven't had enough money. The mannequin is still there. I'm kind of happy with that. Where the fuck is that phone in the other room? Holy shit. Wait, where is this phone? Wait, where is this phone? Is it downstairs? Is there some kind of secret phone over here? Pampers, thank you for the dono. Alright, let's place this in the middle. King fam, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Alright, let's turn on this light. Show yourself. Give us a sign. It's really not doing that much. Oh, well, maybe it is. Can we get another fingerprints? It was really not doing that much. That really pissed it off, I think. That's a nice ghost. Ooh. I'm actually gonna take this photo because it's also gonna be fingerprints. Look at this speed run. Holy baby. Holy Jesus, baby Jesus. Oh. All right, let's do the rounds through Bleasdale then at this point. Look at our book. This book is epic. We got ourselves... Oh, wait, did I... Oh, yeah, I did get the bone. Okay, bone, interaction, the 3 interaction photos. Then you have the fingerprints, which we got. And the ghost photo, another Oh. Just a crucifix? Yep, it did. And then we got... Oh, so again, that light was off, but it was still in the on position. When I clicked it, it stayed up, but the light went on, which means that it was a crucifix usage. And not just like the power outage. Okay, so, Bleasdale. If you get hunted on Bleasdale, this is like the best map for looping by far. First of all, just run up the attic here, if you don't have an attic ghost, obviously. If you have an attic ghost, then be kind of careful. But yeah, you can stand over here, watch the ghost. This is what I usually do. Watch the ghost get up the stairs, get him around. He's gonna loop like this, and you can just loop like this. And this map has the safest loop ever. This is the biggest loop in the entire game. You can, if you want to be completely safe, and you never want to be scared, go to Bleasdale. Well, I mean, Bleasdale's kind of spooky, but hey. It'll go like this, and then you don't have to loop it around this. You can just go like this. It'll follow you around, and you can go down the stairs. I'll just show you. So, in this case, your ghost is still after you. Doesn't matter, you're faster than the ghost, unless it's a revenant, in which case, good luck, hide. Just run. The ghost could still be after you, or the ghost could have lost you at this point, which doesn't matter. Just keep going. Down here. And then get to the next great looping spot. You can even go to this couch. I usually tend to go to the kitchen, because that is even more safe, because you have more line of sight breaks between you and the ghost. And just stand over here. If the ghost does decide to follow you all this way, it can get over here, you can do around this way, and you can go back up to the attic. So you can just keep this up forever. And the ghost will never be able to find you. Or will never be able to kill you. There's lockers in case you need to hide. There's lockers back there. Those are the only lockers in this map. Locker in the car bedroom that has no car. Anything else I'm missing about this map? I don't think so. This map's pretty straightforward. It's a really fun one, though. I like that you can have really hard hallway ghosts. If you have hard hallway ghosts, be sure to check everywhere for Orbeez, even above the stairs. Place a cam over here. Place a cam. If you have a hallway ghost that's like either down here or in this hallway, place a cam here looking over the hallway. Don't forget that one. You want this one, you want this one, you want the one over there looking down this hallway part. Because the orbs can also be above this, above the stairs. That's where I lost them one time. But yeah, let's get out of here. We got everything. Good stuff. Yeah, we got a Banshee. Now we have one more map left, guys. We have the Asylum left. Did I do all the objectives? Wait. Oh, Dirty Water. Yeah, Dirty Water is impossible in most situations, so that's unfortunate, but doesn't really matter. We got ourselves EMF Banshee. Let us get out of here. Again, a good book. This might give us 35 here. I hope it will. Hey, Ash Tonran, how are you doing? I'm doing mighty fine. 30 again? Dang, we've been really unlucky with these. So the photo, there's an entire photo guide if you want to check it out. That explains exactly the photo, how the photo system works. There's basically RNG involved in how good your photos get scored, and if you get lucky, you can get a lot of money. If you get unlucky, you can get lower money, but hey. More photos equals better, unless it's the ghost photo. Only take one ghost photo. Alright, well that was Bleasdale. Let us make to the final map. Asylum. Hopefully my game or stream doesn't crash while we do this. This is the biggest map by far. It is the only large map in the game. And sound is even more important on this map. So again, if you have any questions about any map we've covered so far, leave them in the comments. Because I will read those. Alright, let's go to Asylum. Solo Asylum to end it off. This is a pretty freaking long video, but I think people, like, sometimes people want to just fall asleep to a video. Maybe they'll wake up by the time the video is almost over. What's my favorite ghost to get? Just any active ghost. Give me any active ghost, and I will be happy, no matter what it is. Even active revenants. Fine. Alright, we made it. So, again, same with high school. Important about this map, Beard in My Soup. What an epic name. Thank you for the prime time. Thank you for the sub. Alright, important about this map. It is swapped. Possible ghost sighting. Remember, again, I always forget this too, but remember what it says. If it's an aggressive ghost, then be on your toes. This map is swapped. The entrance, the green thing up there, is at the top of the map, which means that we're looking at the entrance right there, which means that we are looking from the top. So right or left on the map is right in real area, and the right on the map from here is left, is the left side. So that's a little confusing. So in this case, the breaker is on the right, not on the left, even though it's on the map on the left. So yeah, I hope that's not too confusing. We got Maria White, and again, no dirty water. If you do get dirty water, I legitimately just recommend open the door, guess the ghost, close the door, get out of there. The second objective is just such a massive part of your experience that it's really not worth the risk getting into a game, spending like 30 minutes to not... I mean, if you care about experience, I like to just feel like I'm playing optimal, and I have a lot of opportunities to get experience and money and other things. Even though it obviously doesn't matter, but hey, it's arbitrary. Games are all just arbitrary numbers anyway, right? It's all about the fun. So in this case, we have motion sensor, which is great. But yeah, let's make our way in there. And let's listen. Very important to listen. Flux, thank you for the 2 months. And Heck If I Know, also a great name. Thank you for the subscription. I forgot the name. What was the name? I stepped outside of this truck for 1 second, and I already forgot. Maria White. There. So yeah, they fixed the collision of this one. You used to be able to clip inside of this, but then just straight up forgot the collision of this one. Like how... they made a patch, and they fixed the collision of this, but then literally the object next to it doesn't have collision. Just a little history lesson for you right there. Alright. So, the light switches for the upper floor are all here. The middle ones, it starts from the middle. This is actually very obvious. The middle light switch is the middle light. The most right light switch is the right light, as far as I know. So if you want to go to the right side, you can just do poof, 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 poof. And now you can go to the right side. The middle light will still be off, but eventually you'll get into light territory. But hey, I'm not really that worried about lighting. I'm just gonna have them all off. Let's listen. Let's just go to the right. Let's keep our ears open. Maria? Hello? I'm gonna go downstairs because the light switches are easier there. Miss Tesley, thank you for the 3 months. So the light switch for the bottom floor are just... Whoa, what the fuck? Look at that. Yellow on the wall. Nice. There's also a glitch you can do by walking close to the wall. You can see, like... Let me check. You can get like vision very far down the hallway by just here, this. You can, I don't know why the lighting messes up like that, but you can look forward down the hallway to check for doors that are open or not by just slightly aiming your camera alongside the wall. I don't know why that's the case, but that's just a lighting bug. Alright. Maria. Pull doors, push doors, really confusing on this map. Maria White. I don't know. Their mods seem to be sleeping. It's fine. Oh, what? It's freezing. Wait, I wasn't even paying attention. What the heck? Well, that's fast. It's freezing in here. We found the room. So fast. Without... Are you walking into... What? She's stuck back there! Did I get the photo? That's the most cockiest spot to spawn ever. I've never seen that. Oh, what a dumbass. Alright, well, that was pretty good. Wow. That is the most... Okay, epic. We will be able to talk about the Asylum without having to worry about it all that much. Great. Again, Asylum, bone, you're not gonna find the bone. I'm sorry to tell you. Maybe if you're with a team and everyone checks a different spot of the Asylum, you'll be able to get it. Again, don't drop your flashlight in the Asylum unless you're insane or you want to test your spatial awareness skills, but I always try to do it because it saves me some trips back. Or if you're really diligent with the light switches and you turn on the lights really well. Hey, little K, what's up? Alrighty. We got ourselves a ghost vent, most likely. Oh, thermal. Okay. We got freezing already. Let's just take this, this, and this. I touched the door, I think. Kinda wanna take a spirit box, but let's just avoid that. I don't see any activity. Sanity dropped by 10 because of the ghost event. Let's go. We're gonna have to make 1 or 2 trips, so it's no matter what. I'm gonna turn on this light for the way back. Hopefully it doesn't pop the breaker. Noise. EMF reading is objective 4. Well, we're gonna have to do that then. You're doing a challenge? No, we're going through every single map and just talking about the map, explaining the different locations in the map, the different types of ghosts you can get. It's a very large, long video, basically. I don't think it's gonna be stuck on that corner. I think it's just really unique spawn. Alright, I don't want to turn on this light because I don't know if it's gonna pop the breaker. I will just get my flashlight out. Any fingies? I don't know if we have enough, too many lights on. What the hell? Wait, you're stuck again, you dumbass! Wait, he's actually stuck in the corner. Oh my god, what an idiot. What a dumbass. He's actually stuck there. Is the ghost just stuck? There's no way. I've never had that. Just like, it physically can't move ever. That would be amazing. Are you serious right now? That is so dumb. Alright, well, time to... time to do this, I guess. I see no fingies. Let's just, go back. Let's place the book over there, shall we? Let's place the book right here. I'm gonna do like this. Poof. Oh. Did you throw it immediately? What did you just do? You didn't write in it, though. Wait, did he throw it? He did, because it's standing on its... Yeah, okay. So because the ghost threw...
Oh my god, dude. Why? I just should have a normal run, man. Alright, it's definitely not gonna be a writing, probably, because it touched it and it didn't do anything. Well, nice. Is it writing? No. Alright, we're gonna check for orbs and we'll bring back the spirit box and the EMF and everything. This ghost is, wow. Anything interesting happened while I was gone? This ghost, it's stuck. It can't move from the corner. I think that is interesting though. That teaches me something new about the ghosts, which makes the most sense, but for me personally, I thought the ghost would just kind of like teleport around, but apparently the ghost actually just stays in one location and walks physically but invisible to different places. I don't know why I didn't think that was the case, because otherwise this ghost would not be stuck right there, right? It would just teleport away next time it does a ghost event, but it actually has to physically move, which is impossible to. I wonder if it's gonna hunt from that location too. I'm kind of curious. We got orbs. If it spawned in that corner, that could be really hard to see. Did we have anything? Oh, no activity at all. We're gonna have to bring an EMF. Oh, it threw the book again. I don't see orbs. Could it be EMF and, so we have freezing. Could it be EMF and spirit box? No. What if it's spirit box? Wraithmare demon, of course. Well, it's not writing. It's not Orbeez, so that would mean fingerprints? How's it? Oh! Well, if it isn't exactly what I was talking about, 2 perfect EMF spikes, that is an instant EMF 5. Like, this is just, there's just no way a ghost would ever be able to do this. That is not an EMF ghost. Maybe the really rare poltergeist would be able to pull this off, but I doubt it. Alright, it's most likely gonna be a banshee then, or... this is gonna be tough, because I don't know, maybe it spawns if it's actually stuck there and it spawns the orbs on top of itself, it might just spawn the orbs out of bounds, right? We might have to put a camera that looks like right into the corner. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring another cam that looks straight into that corner. How do we measure distance in this game? We have a very unique chance here. Oh no, I need to bring a motion sensor and EMF reader regardless. I might have a very unique chance to do a crucifix play here. If I get to place the crucifix, like, very far away from that corner, to where it would only trigger if it was a banshee, then we could know it that way, because we know exactly where the ghost is, because it's stuck in the corner. That is a kind of 5-head play. Real doopy, thank you for the kids up. Well, I know where I'm gonna place this motion sensor. You had an infinite hunt in Asylum. Apparently that happens if someone DCs during the hunt. If you have a team and your teammate that is the target DCs during a hunt, the ghost gets into an infinite hunt, I think. That is what. I've never had it. But I've also never had anyone DC during a hunt. Yeah, let's just drop this for now. Where's my cam? Or flashlight right there. Alrighty. Did it write? Can't write in the book because it's not that. Well, let's place the Are you serious, dude? Is it gonna just permanently be there? Ashtonrun, thank you for the gift sub. Let's get that EMF reader. Why didn't I touch it? Why didn't I do the EMF? In time? Yeah. Alrighty. Wait, it moved! Okay, never mind then. Holy shit, you scared the shit out of me. Wait, it does teleport then. Oh, that's scared. I did not expect that at all. Let's get the EMF over there. Wow. EMF. Oh wait, it's not, was I not in time? Really? Wow. You suck. I'm gonna turn on the light. If my breaker pops, okay, nice. Interesting. Well, we're gonna place them. There's only so many spots we can place this motion sensor though, so it does teleport. The ghost does teleport out of places. That's interesting. That's exactly how I felt like the ghost was doing. Because sometimes the ghost moves around in very strange ways. So it does just teleport. Alright. Let's scrap what I said before this. It's not actually that. The ghost does teleport. Because now we hear it step over here. It would never be able to leave that corner. Unless you can squeeze through. No, I don't think you can. Alright, give us a sign. Do I have a photo cam? It's touching the door now. We can check for... Wait, it's not even EMF. It's fingies, right? But we need the EMF for the... Didn't we already get the EMF? Wait, it is EMF. Wait, it's... EMF we already have. What am I doing? I'm a little bit confused. Sorry. Alright, let's check for fingies, shall we? Banshee is fingerprints. Sorry for the confusion. Oh! 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 It is fingerprints. This ghost is very active. Why are you so shady? You don't want to show yourself? I have a feeling the breaker's gonna pop if I do this. Oh, never mind. Well, let's take a photo, shall we? Photo of the fingerprints. Do we have fingerprints, light switch? No. Alrighty then. Pretty good. He opens the door for me, or she. What a kind lady. Well, that's basically it. We found the ghost. It's a banshee. Again? We have another banshee. We haven't had a revenant this train. I already did the EMF. Motion sensor. I hope it did that. We'll make our way back. I can probably just take this. I don't think I have to do anything else. But yeah. If you have a freezing ghost, you sometimes have, so in this case, how you can detect the ghost is by looking at the hallway temperatures. Like, okay, in this case it doesn't. It used to be able to do this like 100% consistent. I think they nerfed this. I think they nerfed the temperatures in Asylum in high school. You used to be able to just like walk into one of the wings of the asylum and just see, is it cold here? Okay, ghost is on the other side. Go to the other side. Like, it used to be like that, but it's not like that anymore. Now you have to actually find the room, which again, finding the room, the best way to do it is just listen. Listen for a door, listen for footsteps in the distance, telephones, items being thrown, what the fuck is going on? Did you turn off the light? Did you get our fingerprints on the light switch? Yup, but I don't have a photo. Rip me. Alright, yeah. So yeah, listen for footsteps, doors. This is why solo play is usually easier for finding the room by sound, because otherwise you don't know if it's some other player opening a door. Although there's a really big distinction between this. Pool door. Alright, nice one. I make myself a idiot. Pool door. There's a distinction between that and this. Wait, can you make a sound? There's a difference between that and like the, I don't know, the click noise, right? The like, pa-ching, I don't know, the hinge noise that it makes usually when the ghost touches it. That's what you want to look out for, not the like, open the door, slam noise and stuff. Yeah, the breaker went off, but we don't have to come back anymore. We're good here. Any revs this stream? I don't think we got any revs. So yeah, Asylum has a couple hard areas. First of all, finding the ghost is probably one of the hardest on this one. Again, sound is your friend. Have a good headset. I don't even know if there's people playing this game without headsets. Please play it with a headset. Again, the glitch can sometimes help you as well. Oh, it started hunting. Well then. It's a banshee after all. It can just do whatever the fuck it wants. The board on this map is utterly stupid. If you look at the map, the like fan-made map for the board locations, it can literally be in every single room, which is just so stupid. So finding the board in this map, good luck. I've done it a couple times, but not many. Where else do we have? Dirty water can sometimes help you. Is it actually gonna find me? Dirty water can help you. The microwave can help you if it's in the kitchen area. Otherwise, just doors. There's not like the cell phone. Like the cell phone ringing you have on high school, that's not really what happens here. Usually you just see an open door and a light maybe sometimes, and then you know that the ghost is there. That's how you find it in this place. But yeah. We got all the objective. We got 5 photos. Oh, that actually wait until we were low sanity. That is basically it. That was a pretty solid run. So again, check for the breaker before you start, because it's hard to find. The breaker can be there, a breaker can be in this back room, it can be in this room over here, it can be upstairs to the left or right, it can be in the middle, and that's it. If you get there's a couple hard ghosts. There's the back room ghost here where the like chairs are, the kitchen area thingy-majingy. There's this large TV room, that large TV room. Those rooms are hard to get like the book writing, for example. Oh yeah, there's these rooms with the like side areas. These are like living areas as well. And these rooms can be hard too. The like storage area rooms. Besides that, every room or every ghost is kind of similar. Especially if you get them upstairs, there's just like normal rooms, a bunch of them. Just place your place there. If you get a hallway ghost here, I would recommend. There's almost always a favor room. I think maybe one time I had a pure hallway ghost. I don't know if they even exist honestly on Asylum. So yeah, definitely try and find with temperatures the exact room where it is. But yeah, I recommend there's different stairs. The right stairs you can just walk into straight. The left stairs. This is why people get lost on this map. The left stairs. I'll just show you. I'll take my pills and then I'll show you. The left stairs are really confusing and get you lost a lot. So over here. So to the right, you can just walk down the hallway and you'll enter the stairs immediately. Here you have to make like a loop-de-loop, and I think it's an issue of the developer just copy and pasting both stairs, and because the opening is on the left, when it was on the side, the opening also had to be on the left. So this is how you get over here, and then you can start walking down this is the only reason I think people find Asylum confusing. I'm pretty sure. So this is how you walk down the left wing. You can do the same if you go through the kitchen. You can walk down the right wing. But what is really important is this left here. It looks like just another hallway, but it's not. If you go here, you can see the like exit as well. There's exit signs on this map here, which I think the developer added to make it so you know where to go, which is pretty cool. I really like this. I mean, it's rare. It stops here. This is the last exit sign. I wish he added it all the way to the exit. That would be really cool. But yeah, this is the last one. You go down here, and then to the left is the stairs. This is really important. You make a like loop-de-loop, and again, when you come out of this stair, you go to the right. You make a right to get back to the start. So that is why it's sometimes really confusing. Yeah. But this map is not really confusing as soon as you recognize that stairway stuff. Alrighty. But yeah, that's basically it. Are you doing 3 hours if you did 12 yesterday? What do you mean? Alrighty, so, that is basically this map. Again, finding the bone here is almost impossible. Finding the board here is almost impossible, especially on solo runs. Like, solo runs, you're not gonna find them. On multiplayer runs, you can get lucky. The bone here is actually 90 experience. Objective 1 is also 90 experience. And Objective 2 continues to be 120 experience. So, getting the bone is very helpful, but you're basically not gonna get it. This is why these maps are not great for experience. Purely for the reason that you cannot really find the bone or all that much. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you have more questions about this map, so please let me know in the comments. Let's go. That's it. We have a Banshee. We got all the objectives. And we're good to go. How am I not tired? I slept just fine. I slept pretty good. There you go. We got 25 from photos. 310. Look at that. That's a lot of money, even without the bone. And without great photos. So you do get a lot of money because you get 45 from Objective 1 on Asylum. So if you can speedrun Asylum and just get Objective 1 all the time, like, you can get a lot of money that way, but still. I would just recommend Tanglewood, honestly, if you really want to grind. And again, we missed the bone for 90 experience, so we didn't get the 300, which is the max for this map, but we still got 2 out of 3 experience gain points for a total of 210. And we leveled up. I don't know how we started. I think we started at like 16, 14, so we got about 16 levels during doing all the maps. But yeah, that was all the maps. I hope you learned something about maybe every map. Let me know in the comments what your favorite map is, if that changed. Let me know if you have any questions about the maps. This was really fun. I like this. Just chill going through the maps. We're probably gonna do another speed run soon. Just speed running through the maps. But yeah, let me know if you play solo as well. Like, do you play solo? Do you want to be that like guy in your friend group that has the money and is able to like give all the tools to everyone? How many of each tool do you have? Do you have like a specific amount? Do you? Let me know that. That's gonna be like our question, I guess. Do you have funny amounts? I don't know. We kind of decided to just have 10 of every tool and then random amounts for, well, not necessarily random. 24 candles because I'm 24 years old now. My birthday was yesterday. But yeah, that's about it. That was really fun. I hope you enjoyed that one. This is a really long video, so if you made it all the way here and you're still actively watching this, you're a fucking legend. I love you. Yeah, but yeah, let me do the standard rundown. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. And if you want to join the chat room over here, you can join the stream over at twitch.tv/instant. Where we stream every single day at 7 p.m. Central European Time. So get over here and you can say hi. I was really focused on explaining a lot. This was probably, if you're watching this was like one of my least interactive with chat because I was really focused on just explaining everything. Usually I just talk all the time and we're just chilling, which I still did, but I wanted to focus on getting this like in one take really good. But yeah, that was really fun and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video.